You're all good.
We're live?
Yep.
All right, good morning. Hello, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening later, hello. Final show of the week. Incredible Kirk Minahan show week, Dave, I would say.
I'd say so, too. Yeah.
Starting with firing you.
Yep.
And leading all the way to
3.5 hours.
I mean, it's true. Oh, jeez, I always forget to put this up at the start of the show. What the hell's wrong with me?
Seems like you could have remembered that from the beginning.
What do you mean?
I can't even see you now. Like we can't even have eye contact in our
I just
conversation.
always forget that. I randomly up with it back. I know it must be.
I mean, is it really that big of a deal with a trophy? I mean, Ben Mintz once won one. Coley won one.
We're MVPs of the league 3 times.
Smitty won one.
We're MVPs of the league 3 times.
Well, the MVP is a cooked race.
You got your little trophy last night, though.
I did get my little trophy last night.
I think first one of the night.
I did, which is just a terrific spot to be in when you go up there and take.
Did you give one of those like pussy speeches, like thanking everybody and crying? I don't remember.
I got out of there as quick as I could. I did say Barstool changed my life, but I got out of there as quick as I could. I didn't want to set the tone in a bad way. I just wanted to not exist, really.
Jeff Lowe told us last night after the show that when one of Frank's 9 speeches, that he was crying during one of those speeches.
I said the first one got me a little. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, you were crying.
I thought the first Frank thing was pretty cool.
He was just doing Jim Valvano, which it was good. It was good, but it was like he got up there and his Google in his mind said sports speeches, and he went to Jim Valvano.
Opposite way to Jim Valvano with that speech.
You know,
30 Jim Valvano.
Yeah.
I think everyone expected Frank to go up there, do some sort of Mets rant, some sort of song.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that was like that was cool.
It was good. It was not. I had such. So we're talking about last night. I know a bunch of Miller fans were there. And I'm sure a bunch of you guys bought it on pay-per-view, which was good. I thought it went pretty well. I thought it was going to be an absolute fucking disaster.
Well, everybody had dread coming in.
I didn't think that. I was saying to Feilerberg before, I did not think that was going to happen.
Yeah,
I was going to fire, like, he was going to drag him in the pool.
Well, the last time was so bad. The last time was so bad. Now, granted, it was because of the dressing.
You ate a lot of shit
people
last
like you.
time.
Yeah. Well, it's really your fault.
It was. Yeah, me and Francis and Ken. There's a couple people.
KFC, I think.
Bob Fox. There's a bunch of random people, but so I think that was lingering from last time.
Yeah,
and it just felt like he hadn't had his moment to be super. I'm going to go after people, but he just doesn't seem that mad at like content. He just seems.
No, it's very weird. He's mad.
Other people.
He was mad at other people last night. I can tell you that.
Imagine a group of people with PTSD from a Dunkin' Donuts award show.
Well, you weren't there yet, right?
That was my first event I ever attended at Barstool.
Oh, you were there. You dressed up?
I dressed up, yeah.
Oh, good.
I just thought it would be stupid not to dress up for the first night at my new place.
I feel like I just been hired, maybe. Does that sound right?
You were right behind me. You were like a month behind me.
Yeah, because I remember listening to you on getting destroyed on the on the radio the next
Which
day,
I
right?
wasn't even really destroyed for. I wasn't even destroyed for.
No, it was like you're like a money pit. Like remember, you're just going.
I told us on KFC radio recently. I got fucking railroaded. Somebody, like, I guess lied and narked on me. Said I wasn't doing any work at the company. I was only watching soccer all day. It's because I produced like 150 videos for the NBA draft show.
Yeah,
and so during it, I would just do it in like the gambling caves. Like this. Oh, if I'm going to do this boring work, like I'll just get this done. And someone. I believe a rival of you, that's what I believe to this day, narked on me.
A rival who was not there last night?
Yes. Well, and so then I got...
Sounds about right.
Then it got from Erica to Dave, and then it went from me not dressing up to me losing the company hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So will you ever tire of just completely shitting down that kid's neck?
K. Marco?
Yeah.
Well, I thought last night was a good night for that. Right? I mean, like...
No, that one landed really well.
Yeah, that was like...
No, you came up there and threw...
K. Marco up there earlier dying of a heart attack, but... Of course, he died in the summer of 2021 thanks to Kirk Seamus Minahan. So fuck you, K. Marco.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to get me fired. I mean, and Steve all day. I would never stop doing that. And he didn't show up last night. He's one of the original. What the fuck?
I mean, you came out and threw like 3 fastballs and just got off the stage pretty quick.
It was quick. Well, I presented Biggest Villain.
How were you not nominated on that?
It was external. It was like.
Okay.
Well, there was one that you thought you were nominated for. You weren't nominated for.
What's that?
I thought you said it before, and it was near death experience. I thought that was going to be like the.
Oh, I figured, yeah.
And Kevin wasn't nominated for biggest controversy.
That's true. I think I was nominated for. You were nominated for a bunch.
Yeah, I was the biggest fight,
right?
The one I won.
Which I thought you were going to win.
I thought that's the one I should have won because I thought that was the biggest fight we've ever had.
Who won that?
Smitty and no.
Oh, because it was fight rivalry.
It was Smitty and Nate.
Oh, because
yeah.
we were both nominated. Because K. Mark and I were nominated.
Yeah.
For that, right. Well, that turned out to be the highlight of the whole show, though.
What's
Nate's
that?
speech last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't even know what. And so we went out after for a bit, and he was literally going from table to table, being like, "What'd you think?"
He was catching his flowers.
Yeah,
he
he was
was.
like, what'd you think?
Yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think? And people were like, "Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, no, you did a good job."
I thought Francis was good, and I thought Nate was fantastic.
France was funny. Yeah, France. Yeah, the band. I thought it was going to be a disaster, but as usual, it was a bunch of talented people, so they kind of save it. But there was no.
All right, knocking over the water cooler was an underrated,
good.
very funny moment.
Very good. Yeah, I sat
Got
with
me.
sat with the Chicklets guys. That was good. But it was fun. I thought it was like a B or B plus. Not calling. Porno is pissed off though. I will say. I can confirm.
Not to blow smoke up the boss's ass, but I don't really blame him on
neither
that
do
one.
I.
That
No,
is
no.
fucking
Very
crazy.
weird. No.
The clips about him constantly.
I mean, like we all know them, but like they're
here's the worst of Dave Portnoy.
I came
Well,
out.
that's the thing. We know them.
Right. So so people didn't watch. It was like these nominations. They had like whatever biggest controversy, and one of the last ones is Dave like answering accusations that he sexually assaulted women. It's like the last clip of the nominees, and it goes to the audience. The audience, you're supposed to clap after the nominees, and everyone's kind of like.
yeah.
And I was like, where else is this happening? Where who do we know who's doing this?
No one really. No, there was no confirmed name.
That person should be fired. Do you know Dave Wood is?
I don't know who it is. No.
I mean, I think there's layers of editors there.
there's a
I
bunch
think there
of
was
people.
probably 4 or 5 people that had their hand
Who has
in-
the final? Who's the like an editor in the film? Who had? Do you know his final cut?
I don't.
No, not
You
on
would
that,
know more than
no.
me.
I don't know who was on this show, but I assume it's going to be a conglomerate of people because that was kind of even a lot of the categories had weird like hammers. Like last one, even like I was nominated for the cry one, and they were all very funny. Like they were just dumb. And then the last one was Dave making Rhea cry for saying she was going to be ugly. So that's an odd one to end on because how do you like really?
I think that one's funny. But
And Rhea,
But like the
Rhea presented the
vibe
next
change.
award, didn't she?
Yeah. The vibe change was, but that was like all of
Right.
them. For some reason, the vibe at the end of each category was
got
one
darker,
that,
right?
Yeah, it
I
was
got to be
weird.
honest. The guy who almost died during the show really ruined the vibe. There was like 5 minutes where it was hard to.
I thought
get past
we
it.
were. I thought we were at Kemper Arena in 1999. I felt like Jim Ross with Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah,
I
you
was
thought
like,
Owen Hart just flew right past us.
Owen
Huh?
Owen
see
Hart
the-
just passed away.
That's your Jim Ross.
Or is that? I was kind of like because so I don't know. Whenever it was a couple before I presented, all of a sudden there was like this commotion in the balcony there, and I didn't realize. I mean, I just assumed there was nobody buying any tickets, so I was like, well, this must have been a worker or something. So like someone's down. I thought I saw somebody like doing the. Then some, of course, is always like the annoying drunk woman who's like, "Don't touch him. I'm a
that's what I'm
nurse."
saying,
What
like-
was she talking
and then
about?
fucking Carl.
Then go up there.
Did you
like
see
if you're
Carl?
the nurse, go up
Carl
there.
comes out. Carl's like, oh. What, is she a nurse? What is she? I'm like, what, this is so fucking. This guy's gonna die. And the last thing you hear is Carl, this woman in Portnoy, being like, maybe we should take a break.
The nurse kept saying, "Don't touch him. It could be a spinal cord injury." It's not a spinal cord injury. He just passed out.
I know it's like he's Daryl Stingley. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
But also for someone who's like that adamant of like I can get up, go. If you're isn't that like the trope? Hey, where's
Right.
the doctor?
She was
here?
also on the second floor. Like she could have got there
It's
easily.
the Curb Your Enthusiasm moment.
She only really
Yeah.
turned her head. She didn't even like do a full body turn.
And then it was Porter's like, we should take a break. And then they're like, all right, let's just get to the next night. They're like, oh, some guy gave us a thumbs up. We're good to go. Some random drunk guy is like, he's fine. I think
I think it was Mike, the security guard, gave a thumbs up.
I think the guy was just drunk and he split his face open, somebody said.
Did he?
Yeah.
It was a great time for a bathroom break
What an
'cause I
asshole.
needed to go.
Yeah, Jesus.
The bathroom line was very long when that happened. You could tell people. I actually got back from it. I think it was like Hannah Cook was like, "Did you find out what happened?" I said, "No, I went to go piss." Like I don't think anyone really ran
Somebody's
up there.
dying, I gotta go
Yeah,
piss.
Sorry.
I took a bathroom break. Actually went to my house, got something to eat, and came back during Pat Beverly's speech. So I was fine. Like there was no issue at all.
You take a little nap.
Yeah, I went for a run. It was fine. Watched Oppenheimer twice. Yeah, but that was weird. You're right. Because I went after that guy. I was like, I got to make a joke about this thing because
Yeah.
it was like a weird thing, energy in the air. I was like, this guy, I don't know. But
Yeah, a
It's a
joke
classic-
needed to be made about that
I think
thing.
so.
too.
Classic
He was
Barstool thing where no one knew too if it was like not that I thought it was going to be a bit or a joke. I was like, wait a second, like is someone like
fucking
pulling one over our heads here? Like what's going on?
The odds of somebody in a crowd that size dying, though, are got to be astronomical.
That's true. It was crazy last night. But it was pretty good. They came down after. Everyone took pictures. I thought it was overall salvage. I thought it was going to maybe
I
be
thought
a
it was
disaster.
a terrific night.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was enjoyable.
Okay.
Who'd
you? Oh, you were in front of me. You were at the.
I was
Portnoy
up there
table.
with I was at the head table
Yeah,
with
head of the
Silvana
table.
and
Right.
the Portnoys and Ben Mintz and Rico and Elio.
That was a weird. Yeah. What is the?
I'm not sure how they put that one together.
It's like half like sort
Yeah.
of like retards and then half like sort of family.
Well, we'll break down the halves later, but
Yeah, I don't want to get the specifics.
I was between Ben Mintz and Silvana, so
Right.
I think I was right in the middle of Dave's heart at that point.
So I'll tell you the big news for me all night was every time I went up to somebody and they saw Colonnade and they were like, "Why is he here?"
Yeah.
I thought
I
he
was
left.
thinking the same thing myself.
I thought, well, I thought like
You
it was-
really got railroaded last
How
night.
long is he going to be here?
well, how many more days? 27?
Yeah, maybe
Jesus.
That.
What?
20. What kind of?
Yeah. We said a month.
Put in his,
do it.
God damn.
his 5 weeks notice.
Well, what we said was I said because I like Dave and I want him, he's looking for a new job. So I was like, I'm not going to rush you out. So, if you find a job within a month, great. After a month, we're pulling the switch.
So what are the chances?
0.
No, come on.
0.
What are the chances somewhere in 3 weeks he just rolls in and he keeps doing this work?
I don't think that's
Oh,
going
I
to
mean,
happen.
the replacements are coming in.
Yeah, we have
Like a
replacements in
training
every day.
replacement.
Hey, I was talking to Kirk, sir.
Oh, I gotcha.
There was a Minifan really like fired up at the end of the night in the meet and greet who ran up to me. He was pretty drunk, but he goes, someone's got to fucking defend Coley. He's got no idea what he's losing with Coley. I was like, all right.
Coley.
But he called him. I thought he was talking about Coley, like our former employee.
I
was
thought
like,
you were talking
Then I realized,
about
like, he's talking about Cullinane. I was
Yes.
like, okay.
Yeah,
So one guy was really
Do the
mad.
Minifans call you Cully?
Cully, yeah.
There was some of that last night. I got some of that last night.
I didn't feel awkward about like being there from the situation with us like firing or whatever, leaving. I felt awkward that
that
everybody
room at
else.
first?
No, but there was like no other producers. There really wasn't a lot of
There
other.
were some in that like
Yeah,
room.
but there weren't really a lot of producers. I
wasn't,
noticed
yeah.
that too.
Yeah. What? I mean, if it was in New York, he would be there.
Everybody-
There was a big email about people not.
Yeah.
Right.
Needing
Yeah, I know,
to-
but he's not
yeah.
obviously traveling.
Right. So
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was kind of a lone wolf.
Right.
Yeah. But who was there? Mikey Grinelli was there. I saw him. Was that it? Were any of the producers?
Even like Grinnell's like
A couple from like the
contact.
main social team, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So no individual shows I didn't see really.
Yeah. Was there anybody you didn't want to see that you saw last night?
You?
Yeah, sure. Other than me.
No. I was good. I was good with everybody.
Oh, really?
I get along great with all my coworkers.
Yeah, sure. No, I understand.
I enjoy.
I understand that.
I enjoy a lot of people. I don't know.
There were a shitload of people.
When I get those award ceremonies, always scare me because when you put people in front of a mic, sometimes they can just be cringeworthy and they can just say it's secondhand embarrassment. But
Anything happen like that or not?
I don't think so. I think everybody
so.
handled
nothing
themselves.
got me. Nothing got me. I'm bad with secondhand
Yeah.
embarrassment.
Yeah. No, I'm not I understand it, but I'm not a huge fan of the because I think people are watching it like on pay-per-view. They want to be entertained. They don't want to hear somebody thank Dave for like, but I get it. People are emotional. It's like a moment.
It's 20 years.
Yeah,
if you're ever going to wash your own balls, just do it now. And
There was a lot of that going on.
There
was a lot of that.
It was an actually very rare mix of both, and I think Nate's thing helped a lot. Same with Francis, yours as well.
sure.
It's like we're either very very negative,
Right.
like almost too negative, where it's like, all right, that was probably too much, and then there's the times where we're way too self-suck, where it's like, oh man, Barstool loves Barstool. That was like a really good medium, I thought, for the most part.
Yeah, and we were trapped in that first room for like 3 hours though.
We were there very long.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And then I don't even know what that.
Did you have to do the red carpet?
Yeah, but it was weird. I went down with Whitney and with Riggs.
Yeah.
And we just walked through. We didn't talk to. Like they pulled Jeff over to talk, and I was like, all right, and then we just kept walking.
They staged us for like 20 minutes. It was me and Frank got heated.
He wasn't happy.
There wasn't a place to sit.
Right.
So he was standing and he got heated, and finally he led a revolt, and he let us out of
He
there.
just left it. I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't quite get what that was about.
I don't either.
It was fine. I mean, whatever.
It is kind of interesting. You say Barstool loves Barstool. Like we do a Barstool Award show, so we're all there. Oh, look, here's us arriving on the red carpet. Well, most of us took a fucking bus to get there together. But there was no real big arrival.
No, right. We all stood in that room for a while. Well,
Yeah.
you sat. The first time I saw you, you were like completely removed from everybody, just sitting there eating.
I do that
fine.
I would do that every time. Yeah.
And then like we're talking to everybody. Finally, I was like, I have nothing left to say to anybody in this room. Nothing. Like, what am I going to say? What's left for me to say to Carl? Not I mean in a bad way, but like I don't like, or whoever.
You and Carabas were holding court for a while.
We're buddies, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But like Riggs and I, like, I'm friends with people, but like,
Yeah.
what am I going to talk to fucking?
Yeah, it did eventually like evolve into normal conversation where it's like,
Yeah,
this
hey.
is what I just talk about day to day.
Well, my thing was there were finger foods.
No food though. No
Yeah.
food.
I got no food, but I went to every finger food station just to remove myself.
A
And
lot of
ate
sliders.
a lot of sliders. Good, nice cheese plate.
Yeah, nice cheese
Some
plate.
flatbread.
Yeah, but there wasn't like a meal.
No, there wasn't a meal.
Maybe
They
I'm
didn't
like-
feed us at all.
No, what was that about? Is that the new Barstool? Is that Portnoy?
Maybe.
Finger foods seem normal though. We usually get finger foods at those things.
We were sitting at tables though.
That's true.
Yeah, right. I was like, is there going to be food here?
There was no even drink. Well, we had
They brought pizza at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people were pretty drunk. Like I could tell even talking to some people at the end of the show versus the beginning of the show, the Barstool people were pretty fucking hammered, which is fine. But yeah, I don't know. It was fine. What'd you think, Colin?
There was somebody on the live events team that was actually overly nice to me. It seemed like that with you as well.
I got that sense too. Yeah, somebody got the memo.
I won't go into specifics about it, but yeah. And I thought we were gracious to that individual as well.
Did you just give yourself credit for being gracious?
There's no camera rolling. The team.
Oh, I mean, I was fine. I mean, but I'm never not in person. Like I don't, you don't yell at my workers, and I'll be nice to you. This is not a complicated situation. Yeah. I didn't, Yep. Yeah, because some guy was badgering me because I didn't have a
wristband.
I'm not going to wear a wristband. I find it constrictive. I don't like it. I hate them. I get claustrophobic. So I'm like, I'm not wearing it. And the guy's like, what? I'm not drinking. Like I don't, he's worried about getting. I don't know. So then she stepped in, and it was fine. Yeah, she's the best. Everybody loves her.
Agreed.
Right?
The Riggs tears were real.
No.
Okay.
Definitely. He told me before.
He's an unbelievable actor.
He told me before.
He's an unbelievable actor.
Yeah, Jeff's is good. Jeff's crying at the end of the dozen, but
yeah,
it's not even close.
To be fair, it's insane that you did it, but it was after work. Like you worked hard for it. Riggs was like lived like the life of luxury.
He was on vacation.
Crying. Yeah. It's more insane, and it's a better setup. The people applauding is unbelievable. I didn't realize till last night watching Casey was crying behind you.
Yeah, Coley was too.
Yeah,
which I did. I said that like if I wasn't so tired. Actually, there was a moment. So he helped write the championship match of the first season. So did KB, Nick.
You mean you weren't in it?
No, Kirk, I was not. No.
Have you ever been in the championship before?
Twice. I've been in there twice. I'm the only
you were this year. That's right. That's
the experts are the only 2-time championship game appearance people.
Is that something you're proud of?
You know what? I'm not unproud of it.
Okay.
I mean, listen, we still have to beat a lot of good teams to get there, and we just run out of gas sometimes.
I guess.
Like Tirico.
I guess. Like Tirico, yeah. But go ahead.
Do you remember? I had like a breakdown.
Oh, I know.
I had at one point because we only had. Now we do it over a couple days, and it's super easy, and I've done it for enough years where I can write it. But we only had like 30 minutes to write the entire championship, and I just said, "This isn't fucking happening."
He took us up to a room.
I was like, "This is it. It's over."
He said, "Write questions," and we just got to going.
Who's we?
It was me, KB,
Nick.
Was Nick there yet?
Our producer Robbie. Gooch.
Yeah. It was just a.
And I was like, this
I wrote the sports questions, and they wrote the comedy questions.
Yeah, like this is over. Like there's no finals, and then I was just too wound up.
And you could have just postponed the finals for 45 minutes.
No,
you could have just moved it to whenever you wanted.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but I was still on my I was ironically still working back from like the award show from like the year before, 2 years before. I was like, I just got to get this done.
When does the season start?
November.
Okay.
Well, October we have the play-in tournament.
Right.
12 teams playing for the final 4 spots. You guys are both obviously in already.
Yeah. How do you feel about this year? Do you feel like your teams could be better?
Well, to be honest, no. I think I like my team. I would rather lose with my team than win with other teams.
Sure.
The thing is, you and I are both there now, which you can win MVPs, so maybe you're not there, but it's just about the postseason now at this point. It's only about the postseason. So
a little harder this year, though.
There was a time where we
Jeff's
played.
upset that you're downplaying the regular season, which he cares about. Don't.
Well, there was a time where we played every regular season match, and then we've kind of been phased back.
I did notice that. Yeah,
we've been phased back every year.
You will still play. You will still play more than most. You are like the quote unquote flagship team, the original.
Right, and he's not the
flagship.
He's
team,
not the
though.
face of the league anymore, though.
Well, I feel like I am. Though. I feel like I am.
I mean, there's been 3. How many seasons have there been?
There've been 3.
How many MVPs have there been?
I feel like MVPs is a cook. You kind of cook that in your own favor.
Who won the Finals MVP? Who won the title?
That should not have been. But I will say once and for all again. People were like, that should have been Rico. It should not have been Rico.
I scored 90 points.
No, it should have been the fan that said Durham, North Carolina, so Rico could hear it.
He would never do that. He would never do that.
You heard it.
I actually didn't hear it.
Yeah, you heard it.
Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Would you? Oh, so you would have said it?
Oh, no. That's why I didn't get mad, because
you wouldn't have said it.
That's why I didn't get mad that it happened, because if it had come to me, and they said it, I would have 100% said it. So.
I legitimately did. If I heard it, I think I probably
it was on you guys. It was on y'all's side. It was in front of y'all.
Do you believe that or no?
I said, well, first of all, my hearing is horrible.
I think it's hard to hear in those things.
I think it's very hard to hear.
Yeah.
So I don't think people pick it up
You
as
were
much
there,
as you
Dave.
think.
I was on that side. It did not happen.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah,
Sometimes it'll stick.
That's a lying piece of shit. You should fire his ass now.
This did not happen.
Yeah, I
was
did.
probably,
Hold on, you
I was
can't say
actually
with
probably right
certainty.
next to the person.
Well, how can you say you're on the other side? You're on the other
There's
end.
video of it. If you open your mind,
I've
you can hear it.
I've seen the video. I don't hear anything.
Nobody heard it.
Nobody.
It didn't happen.
I need him to shut the fuck up.
I mean,
The real story was you vomiting in that first match. I mean,
Your
it was almost
teammate has even
all
said-
time
Bad.
collapse.
And
That
I
was
never
bad.
recovered that night.
Would you have been better off just losing that than losing the way you lost?
No, well,
It was a great image to end the season.
I wouldn't want to lose to Dave.
Yeah, that's
I can't
true.
lose trivia to Dave.
That's
Like
true.
he's too stupid. I can't lose.
What was
trivia
his dumb
to him.
answer? Oh, leap year.
575 leap years.
That should have been that should have been the category.
to be fair to Fran had said she couldn't even hear them conversing. That's why I don't know.
I definitely didn't hear it. I'm not saying it wasn't said. I could just tell you. But if I had heard it, I would have. If I thought it was right, I probably would have said it.
Yeah.
Because I had.
But
my
you're sitting
mind-
here saying it probably didn't happen, and that's fine.
No, I'm saying I don't know.
That's fine. But that asshole back there is saying, "Oh, it definitely didn't happen."
No, I
I showed
had
some balls finally. I don't know what this was on Sunday.
Well, it was their recording. Didn't hear it there. I had my own recording.
Can
I
you
didn't
play?
Hear it on mine.
you had your own recording?
Can we play the?
Let me go back to the archives and see.
Yes,
if I
No,
can
no,
find
no,
it.
we don't need to
I'd
do
like
all
to
that.
find the audio. Why not? I want to find the audio question. If you're going to make these accusations,
I mean, I'll be looking for a long time because it actually did not.
Sure, I
occur.
understand. Just
Okay,
do it.
he's
You
been
also-
also-
any
And
blank
also,
audio you want.
I'll
I mean,
devil's advocate on the other side. You won't hear it because the crowd, and you know this, the crowd noise from the venue to broadcast is always 100 times quieter because they don't take that feed as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So people who watch at home don't realize the booze
It gets
during
loud in there.
It was a boost for me. We're loud.
It was deafening.
The
Like,
booze for Rico while he was trying to do his phone a friends were.
it didn't.
loud.
I was
Deafening.
bummed out at how, that it didn't come out
Yeah, it
over
translated
video as
that
much.
way.
Why, I was invited here. Why are we reliving this?
That's because it's.
why are we reliving
You
this?
know, the regular season. So
What's
you're not
you want?
wrong.
What would you like to talk about?
No, we can talk about whatever. I just didn't know we were going to relive this.
See, I'm sorry, I'm not Mark Titus. Okay, you know, geez, every morning Harry wakes me up and says, "Dad, this is the day where Titus and Brandon's show start." This morning I said,
September
Harry-
12th. Tuesday, September
that's what I said
12th.
to Harry. September 12th.
Tuesday, September 12th. Can't do it Monday because that's September 11th, and that kind of weirded us out. I don't know why, but
You don't want to out tragedy.
I'm going to start.
You don't want to make it the most tragic 9/11 event of all time.
I'm gonna start,
It's gonna be like an ESPN radio like Sporto show.
It's just gonna, a little bit, but it'll be back and forth.
A little more conversation.
It'll be very conversational.
What's in Titus and
It's mostly sports with Brandon Walker and Mark Titus.
okay? After you kick Clemmer on the curb for that double play,
Well, I had to go to Chicago. I had to move to Chicago.
couldn't do a show remotely with him.
No, absolutely not. I could barely do it in person.
It
with
was
him.
that bad?
Yeah. I enjoyed doing it with Chris Clemmer. It was
I had
great.
Clemmer here for 3 hours yesterday.
He's
Clemmer
doing a nostalgia. He's doing another show.
Is he?
He's going to run out of sports
I
movies too.
love Chris Clemmer. I don't know what your stance is on him at this
I am
point.
here yesterday for 3 hours. Clemmer and I are in a good spot. He apologized. He groveled. He'll never do what he did last year again. He said
He didn't even do anything.
he tried to give you an answer.
But he didn't give me the
I know,
answer.
but he was working to give you an answer. This is my defense for this. I've said this. Jeff knows. You know. You and I more than anybody else. We take. You would say these are the two guys who take trivia the most seriously, probably. So that's what I care about most of the company. That's why I resigned to keep winning titles. Honestly, I'm not lying to you. So when Clemmer goes in there, and Clemmer's entire existence of the company is because of me.
Yeah.
I'm not even arguing. I'm not saying he's not doing a good job. Without me, he's not there. You can at least throw me the bone of never helping out an opponent of mine in trivia. That I think is a reasonable ask.
Fair enough.
Especially an enemy of mine.
Fair enough. My
rival, honestly.
I will give you that. But let's go back to something you said. You said you and I are the two people that take trivia the most seriously.
Yeah.
We're the two people who are the most honest about how seriously we take the trivia.
Oh, well, yeah, right,
Absolutely.
yeah. No, sure. Right,
We wear it on our sleeve,
Right.
and we say we want to win above all else.
I think a certain guy who you are on another show with who runs that show takes it just as seriously.
There's a lot of people in that competition
Dan
who take
Cass
it
for sure.
very seriously,
Right.
who do not want to portray that they're being serious.
Who else is on that list?
I think Roan takes it really seriously.
for
But I think Roan admits that.
Does he?
Roan,
Okay.
Roan leans in. Roan.
But he gets a little like when we were blowing them out, they were getting kind of jokey.
PFT gets to hide behind, or not hide, but PFT, I get out there and
get
take
all
the
the shit,
bullets,
right.
but he wants to win just as badly as I do.
Sure. How about yeah. Oh yeah. No, we play. Yeah.
I'll rest
I can tell
easy.
you Kevin Clancy for sure. He texts me after matches. He takes
I'll
it
rest
seriously.
easy at the end of life if I can get Big Cat to eventually admit he cares about it, because I know he does.
I don't know if he cares about the trivia as much as he cares about the competition.
That's fine. That's
But
the same
that's
thing.
what
It's
it
one and the
is.
same.
Oh, same
I mean,
thing.
I don't want to get beat by Kirk.
What keeps happening?
Well, the individual ones are warped. I mean, they're slanted in your favor.
How about the championship?
He asked me about John Grisham novels, for God's sake.
You chose it.
Well,
That was pretty
that's your
funny.
opinion.
You chose it twice.
That's your opinion.
Well, maybe we'll get to battle.
You guys will be both. You guys, I'm curious, what kind of Bosco you get this year. Again, regular season way different. There's way less. There's 8 less teams than last year.
We're gonna get like
only 12 get into the tournament.
What are the chances the team you start the year with is the team you end the year with?
It's hard to break up a championship team. But
Yeah.
I always
If
think
anybody could do it, you
I always
could.
think it takes guts for a general manager to do that. If they look at it and say we can't win again, but nobody's ever repeated. That's the thing. I could put it this way. I could start the
Well,
year
the 2 winners before you were just objectively terrible.
That's true.
They were fluky winners.
Right. We had the top 4 teams.
Coley was
Right.
Coley was very
Coley
good.
was great, but Coley turned into Superman that tournament.
And remember, Coley, if Mintz had not given away that answer, they likely would have beat the Frankettes the second season in the tournament as well.
Right. Frankette, yeah. The Frankettes seem like they can win the title.
Frank, there's an energy with Frank where it's like almost like the year of Frank. So I don't.
Right. I'm a little worried about that.
He was horrible. He was horrible last year. He was
terrible in
terrible.
our playoff match. He was I was like, does this guy know anything? I
Well,
always see these videos where he names every lineup. I'm like, does this guy know a fucking thing?
He's one of those guys that in round 2, if he didn't get round 1, then he's shutting down for the rest of the
And he
game.
admitted he was on drugs, I think, in our match, too.
Yeah.
I think he was asleep, so yeah.
No, I think there's again. It's like a World Cup style a little bit for the playoffs. It's a smaller pool of teams. So some people are going to get in.
What do you guys think I should do producer-wise? So Colleen's gone. So my attitude has been, I said this in the show, I want somebody who's younger than 30,
Yep. Why?
no kids.
Okay.
I want somebody who's young, hungry, eat, drink, sleep. And I've said this, and this, like I said, it's important. This is an HR issue. I don't know. I don't think it is. If it's a man, I want him to have a vasectomy. If it's a woman, I want to have her tubes tied. I don't want any kids. If the woman
Not
happens
even
to-
the threat of
if
kids.
a woman happens to get pregnant, I've said this, we'll abort the baby and I'll put the jar right here to remind them that you don't breed while you're working.
Okay,
for
I think you
Kirkman.
just need to-
Is that an HR violation? Jeff, you might know better than me. Does that seem like Good Morning America? Would that
An
fall
aborted
with,
fetus on your desk?
Yeah, I don't know. Who was that? Who was the not Robin
I mean,
Roberts?
we're in
Who's the other,
Massachusetts. I think it'd be
Lara
celebrated.
Spencer, was that her name?
Lara
Spencer, Good Morning America. Would that have been an issue if they?
Yeah, Lara,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out the issue here. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Though? Like Brandon, you've never had
In
like
the post-Penn world, I don't
You've
know.
never had a podcast that's lasted a long time, so it's hard for you to say.
Unnecessary Roughness has lasted just as long as this show.
That's true.
And it does.
That's college football.
It does well in the season.
Who's the producer for that? Oh, yeah. Well,
Well, Jack Mack there. Yeah.
right.
Well,
That's-
just
yeah, right.
just relax.
sure, I understand. I understand.
Just relax. I think you
I think
need.
he is pregnant.
Not only do you maybe need the vasectomy, you just need somebody who's like 28 to 30 who's ugly as shit, who doesn't have the threat of a sex life.
Right. Well, look, I mean, Colleen's not a Colleen.
He's not a bad-looking guy.
He thinks he's a 9.5. He says.
He thinks he's a 9.5.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm
poke
not-
your head out here. Let me see. Well, first of all, you're about to be unemployed, so that knocks you down like 3.
He's married.
No, the rating is by looks. Stupid. It's by
No, it's
looks.
not. It's
Yeah.
the whole package.
No, it is not.
He looks like Mr. Beast. Is the
I feel
thing
well. If it's the ratings by look,
Honestly, you're not a bad looking guy, but
Let
you're
me
a
see.
fucking asshole. So you would be a 4.
let me see you. Let me see you.
He just looks like a lump.
He does look like a cousin
No,
of
but I'm
Mr.
not- he
Beast.
does,
Yeah, he's not. He does look like Mr. Beast a little
This
bit.
is a different. This is,
He's like a star. He's a
Wearing a
6.
sweatshirt.
He's a 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a better looking guy than me.
What if that's his next job? He does cameos like the Mr. Beast
As Mr.
impersonator.
Beast, you can do that for a living.
He can make a killing.
He's going into the infomercial business. That's what he's doing.
well, you
next.
never know what I'll get into. Who knows?
Yeah. Any updates
I've had a couple more conversations, but nothing
with the
substantial.
place?
And different people. Yeah.
I thought you had something lined up.
No, I did not.
Did I
know
misread that?
was said on this program, but I did not.
I didn't say
have
that.
Not. It was.
Who
on
said
this
that?
program.
I said that.
You said you think I. Had
I
something
suspect
up.
you might have something
Suspected
because
you
you're
were wrong.
sneaky. You get in there at 6 a.m. and do nothing.
you were
So I
wrong.
suspect. Well, you're saying that, but if I was right, you wouldn't admit it.
No, I would admit it. You were wrong.
Okay. Either way,
He's got a little attitude.
well, he's been beaten down so much this week. Now, for some reason, he feels like he has a little bit of life. I think.
No,
He's
it's
fighting
this
back.
spot probably. It's like it's being back in this area versus being over
Oh, yeah,
there.
because he sat
watching a
over there and
replacement.
somebody else produced the last couple of days.
just
So he just
salt.
sat there and watched the next potential replacements.
Yes.
But he's getting paid for it, so who cares? He should be cleaning the toilets. You know what I mean? He's like, he's still working here, still making a salary.
For a fucking month.
For a month. That's what I'm saying. I'm a good boss. People give me shit all the time.
that is really that.
I should have kicked him to the curb. The only problem is
We got rid of people. They were gone in 5 minutes.
yeah, I just don't know how to do anything, so I'd be fucked.
That was somebody last night who got nominated There's a couple nominees last night who, like, you think Doug's was nominated prior to him not being at the company anymore?
That's right. I forgot. Ellie Schnitt was nominated.
We nominated him for not working and we fired him. What a bunch of assholes we are.
That guy Mooj won something last night.
Oh, his
That
jersey
got
did,
me.
yeah.
I don't know.
Right, right.
Maybe I'm like a simpleton with that, but the Mooj Dave thing got me.
That was funny.
It just, I don't know. The Mooj jersey thing that is absolutely a Barstool deep cut, but it makes me laugh very hard every single time.
I think he bragged about having the #1 selling jersey in their line, and he sold 7
shirts. That's pretty good.
Hank had sold like 5 just behind him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can never figure out when I see these shirts come out, like these random ones, like just like from like the sort of C or D level figures, how many they sell. They sell
I'm wearing
14.
a rig special today.
Are you?
Oh, I have one of those actually. Yeah, I got one of those. But I mean, I like 4Play sells a lot. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. When I see these
You
individual,
don't
shirts,
do a lot of merch, do you?
almost none.
Why?
I feel weird. I just feel like
Dude, you do live shows where the same 500 people show up and suck you off every 2 months.
2,000. But yeah, it's
Yeah, but you can't sell T-shirts to them.
You absolutely could.
I feel like we suck at it. First of all, it's like I do feel bad.
Just let one of your fans come up with it,
We've tried that.
and they're stupid.
Do you think our fans are stupid?
Kinda,
you fight
yeah.
with them all the time. You know, you're in
Yeah.
trouble in this fuck when Elon comes through with this unblocking thing. You're fucked.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Your life is over.
I do not like this at all.
Can that happen?
No, I don't think it can
apparently
happen.
he gets removed from the App Store if he does that. He walked.
Does he
back.
care about that
As
or
he's
no?
done with
Oh, I guess he would care
everything,
about
he's walked it back. He's like,
has he?
it'll be like a temporary. You could do a block for a week or a month or.
My theory was he was for monetary purposes that I block all these like ads all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe he was thinking that because like I'll get like bludgeoned.
the porn bots and stuff like that.
I'm
too.
just saying like those. Yeah, right. Those ads that pop up on your. So if I'm blocking it, I'm not seeing it.
I actually stopped unblocking them because I
Is
did
that
the
right?
monetization. I saw our new coworker Nikki Smokes got paid out on Twitter.
Really?
How much do you get?
I don't know. He wouldn't say.
How the fuck does that
So then
happen?
I went-
don't know
Oh, you have a
how to
blue
pay
check
that.
mark?
I went into monetization. Yeah, I went into
Do
monetization.
you or no? Did you keep yours?
What? Check
blue
mark?
check, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
No, I don't have it. Yeah.
Twitter Blue gets a lot of crap. They have a lot of if you use Twitter a lot, they got a lot of good features.
Yeah,
on Twitter
I
Blue.
bought the check
Absolutely
mark,
worth
man.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Should
Yeah.
I buy it back? How
'Cause
much is
Yeah,
it?
because I want to be able to put the 280 and put the videos up there just like 10 minutes
Exactly.
long.
Oh, I got. don't do
I
that
had Twitter
stuff.
Blue before it was the check.
Yeah, you need it.
I do.
I think
I don't
so.
do any of that stuff. I don't.
Well, maybe not for Kirk Minahan, but
The
for
show
the
you're
show.
saying. Oh yeah, we should probably
Yeah.
do that. Dave, make sure write a note for the next
I
person.
saw somebody's earnings.
It's like
from Twitter
the
yesterday.
it's like the president when I want to write a letter to the next person. If you can do that to that person probably be able to read, but still
Hey,
we could do
Can I
that.
talk to him?
You could do whatever you like.
Hey,
You're on the show,
Colin,
Brandon.
can I ask you some questions?
Yeah.
Are you leaving because Kirk is an incredible asshole to
I
work
mean,
for?
this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't.
I'm asking him.
No, I'm not.
Good answer. I believe him.
Will you tell the truth?
No, probably not. But I'm not.
What?
Oh, well, that now
He
make-
was, he's been.
that
He's,
now
he's-
seems like
this isn't like
Such a leading question,
Right.
Yeah, obviously.
And
he
we've
said he
also-
wouldn't
we've
tell the
done
truth.
this-
I mean,
We've done
I'm-
this for 3 days.
I'm
so,
easy.
like,
By the way, I am easy peasy to work with. Dead serious. Like
no, there's
dead-
no chance you're easy peasy to work with.
Dave.
You're easy peasy to work with.
Okay, you just said you were going to lie.
But literally, what do you think happens, honestly? Because you see me lose my shit, but not like I get nervous. I'm telling you, like if a waiter treats me like shit, I still tip them well. I'm not. I don't. Think
I feel like
that.
you're the kind of guy that
We get along. By the way, we get along great.
Me and you?
I. Yes, we had lunch the day of the trivia finals.
we did.
people to this day are still were upset about the first time you guys did a duel for the dozen for the All-Star
giggle
game
fest.
because they saw the three of us were like actually
We're friends.
along.
they were like
Yeah.
what the fuck is
We
this?
text often.
Yes, I mean Brandon's like socially
I don't do
borderline
well.
autistic. But
Yeah,
still, I mean,
I don't
like,
do
yeah.
great.
Yeah, but
I'm not that bad.
What do you borderline? What do you think? What do you think I do to these people? You think I'm like Harvey Weinstein or something?
Well, I see the clips of you. Well, first of all, a guy like K. Marco, right, who crossed you one time. Who crossed
no,
you?
that's not true. It wasn't just one time.
Okay, he
that's
crossed
not
you.
true. Yeah,
He crossed you 2 times.
Try to cost my
3 years ago,
Hold on,
and you're
hold
still
on,
rooting for his
hold on,
funeral today.
hold on. Yeah, I would love him to die. Hold on.
So when
Here's-
a producer fucks up once or twice,
here's the irony, though. Why was I most mad at K. Marco?
because he tried to get your producer fired.
Because he tried to get my producer fired.
was he even here?
Yeah,
then?
no,
true.
Steve
No,
Robinson was
somebody
my
else.
producer.
Okay.
But when somebody
But
tries to
he-
get my producer,
he has a current enemy
why?
because they disrespect-
Shut up, stupid! But you're doing a good job. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. I was talking to Brandon, not you.
Yeah.
Why the person you mentioned earlier, right, who was very nice to us? Why do I not like that person?
Because they were very rude to me, the producer.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. I would just say if there's a live event involved, you might see this person.
Is that? Oh yeah. Is that why you don't like me calling name? Because the first time I saw you, I called you the worst of all time.
No, I just think your aura is just. Now it's probably
Your
you've
aura.
said it's about your personality, like you're socially. You maybe have social anxiety
No,
outside.
no.
but you
Kirk
had-
said that. Kirk said I do not have social
Yeah, you had a
anxiety.
bad-
Only
you
one
had a
person
bad
who plays a
presence.
mental health card. That's me.
I don't have
He
social
doesn't get- he
anxiety
doesn't get-
whatsoever.
bad-
Actually,
you had a
Jeff
bad
plays it
presence.
too, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get
It
you.
wasn't a big deal, but you like had a bad presence.
Hey, all of our dads are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good for us.
Nice.
That is
Yeah.
really nice.
Meanwhile, Big Jack Collins walking around with his shirt off and
Having a good time.
just living life. He'll live to be 110 with all the worry
Plenty
in the
of
world.
Diet Cokes. He lasts them the next 2 years.
What was the last thing you said to your dad?
I don't know. I didn't talk to him in the last 2 or 3 months because he went downhill so much.
Oh, he was so out of it.
Yeah, he was a
Were
vegetable.
you guys close or not close?
We were not close at all.
Because there were some issues, right?
I was really raised by my uncles.
Yeah.
So we were not close.
Did you get? Were you there at the end or no?
I was there at the end, and I had a.
Did you see him actually die or no?
No, they left me. They let me say goodbye to him. So I had about 30 minutes. And I talked to him, but
What'd you say?
I was just like
WrestleMania 4?
why are we doing this?
Because I'm curious. Because I was with my dad. I watched.
No,
if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
I forgave him. I told him.
good for you.
Everything that happened. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, and I think that's good for you.
Yeah. No, I was talking to myself. I'm sure.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then my stepdad died, who a couple months later.
Yeah.
And that hurt my mom, which really sucked.
Did you like him?
I was okay with him. I didn't like him 15 years ago when they first got together, but I was
Because of that, or was there?
yeah. By the end, I was fine, but my
It's a
mom.
very southern thing.
What?
Just the sort of the daddy issues and then the stepdad.
Yeah,
and mom.
it probably is.
Did you hold your dad's hand?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's weird. When my dad died,
I'm not gay.
I'm not. Oh, you didn't give him blowjob.
No, I did not give my dying dad a
You said you're not
blowjob.
gay. You're holding your hands like gay, Brandon. When my dad died.
Did y'all give your dying dads a blowjob?
I did anal. I ate it out first, got wet, and I went. Okay. Is that bad? What do you want me to say?
At least you treated him right on the way out.
It's only right. I don't know if you ever got that in his life. My dad died. He had multiple myeloma, which is a blood and bone disease.
Yeah.
Everything was so weird. After he died, he actually bled out.
Yeah.
Like blood, like out of his eyes, his ears. Very fucked up. But it was the same thing. Like he was out of it for the last week. But I got to talk to him, and our relationship wasn't great when I was younger, but it got better and better. I did the same thing. I was just like, kind of have this conversation. I don't know if you got to have it, or if you did that or not. You got along great with your dad.
Well, I think he loved his dad.
You loved your dad.
I was closer to my mom. We got along great. I mean, I wrote about my dad after I mentioned some things. I was like, damn, you wish you would have done stuff differently. But
Dads are tough, though.
Yeah, for sure. But he was all like, definitely in the last couple of years, he was like, he loved trivia. He loved like watching Dave, and he was like fired up. The last thing I told me, David just gave me a raise. So he was fired up about that.
Right.
He was like, I was going to see like NASCAR at the Coliseum right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then there was he had just watched, he talked about lifelong Browns fan. He's like, man, I hope the Bengals don't make the Super Bowl. He never found out. So that was good.
Yeah, I was always glad my dad.
Bengals
But then
didn't
he
lose,
went into a coma for a while.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to say anything towards.
I was always
at the
glad
end
my
there.
dad was a huge Patriot. The last thing he saw was the Falcons game. That was the last game he saw, which was
That's pretty.
Do you find that you treat your kids like you learned all these things not to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me
Like,
too.
I don't.
But there are
I don't drunkenly knock my kids from room to room. So
You're sober when you do that.
yeah. No. I do. I learn lessons. Yeah.
Do you find it? I find because my dad, this is like so for me all psychological. So
Yeah.
like my dad was not great with affection, so I find I almost smother.
Really?
Yeah,
You don't
too
seem
much.
like an affectionate guy in any. And I know they're your kids. That's a different
With my
relationship.
kids is different.
I understand.
Would you like
but-
me to be more affectionate with you? Is that what
No,
you're
no,
saying?
that's not what I'm saying.
Have we
I
ever
just,
hugged? I don't think we have.
We hugged last night. I think we handshake hugged last night.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking do any more of that.
It's rough when you get in these meetings. You don't know if it's a fist bump, a handshake, or a handshake hug.
And also, it's also weird, like, still that, like, you hug girls and you shake
Yeah.
guys' hand. Like, why? I don't know who started that. Rule, but it's just weird. Like, I'm
Yeah.
hugging these girls.
Some woman gave me a kiss on the cheek last night.
Oh.
I didn't know how to act with that.
Who was
Yeah,
that?
I don't even remember. I just remember being weirded out.
You do kind of.
No, it's Large's wife. It was a
Oh, she's
lovely,
a hugger. I
lovely
hug her.
woman.
I didn't
Yeah.
really know her, bro.
They're also
very
like
nice.
they're like fairly well. He's large as Irish, but
By the way, she
they
told
cook a lot
me,
of Italian foods. I guess it's not shocking.
Large's wife told me that if you started your show with Mark Titus on 9/11, it would be the worst 9/11 she ever had.
Yeah.
She told me that.
Also, my dad's birthday, 9/11.
Is that true?
My grandfather's Pearl Harbor.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a
It's
real.
Larry Bird's
He was
birthday.
the first person that found out my dad died
Oh, that's right.
because he was. I was
Why?
by
Were
the
you creeping around
we
there
were
or
at the
something?
We were at the Super Bowl,
everyone.
Oh,
People went to the
right,
Lakers,
right.
the Lakers game.
and we were sitting by the pool.
Actually, you can if you ever. It's very more. It's not like you see, they were going back to the pool to do like the wet wheel.
Yeah.
And I was helping out with the yak, and I would go and I would stream it. And midstream walking back, it might have been KB or someone I was following them back. My mom called and said she had just left the hospital, said he just had a heart attack. I'm going back.
Yeah.
So then I ran back to the hotel, and my stream just cuts out from the yak feed, and I ran back and found out like while I was there, heard everything. But he was the first person I told because he didn't go to the game. You were like sick. But the first person I saw after it, I don't know if I've said this like publicly. I'm sitting by the pool, and I'm like pretty despondent at that point because I just like most I've ever cried. Like I just heard them like try to like revive him. So I'm just like, sitting by the pool like numb, and I see a door open because all the hotel rooms opened up to the pool. See a door open. Out walks Frank, with his cousin Abe Miranda, and
his godbrother.
The first thing I hear is, "Well, did you see?" When he ranted about something, I was like, that's kind of the perfect first thing to hear. I was like, all right.
Jesus Christ. What's going on, Colin? Anything?
Well, I was just going to ask you yesterday. I think big reaction to Montante, don't you think? I think people.
Yeah, I thought Montante did well.
Yeah.
I thought he did well. I would rank Montante above Mick right now in the next producer race. We've had two people come in.
Montante and Mick, I'm gathering.
Yeah, you're right. Montante and Mick, beyond average Mick, and who did he was obsessed for months about a podcast series he was going to do about the Vegas shooting. He's done an episode of it so far, I think in like 3 years. So, and Montante did well, but it was also, like, Montante has been in here a bunch. So was it really just like a three-guy show? Like, was he a good producer or was it a good show?
Oh, he wasn't a good producer, but he was good, yeah.
Okay. Are they have like super fan names on Twitter that we'd recognize him by?
I'm sure they've yelled at you about something at some point. I would think both. Well, he's probably blocked them both.
They probably have like five Twitter accounts each.
I'm pretty cordial with most. There's one I hate the most.
Who do you hate the most?
Iowa Minifan. He's a.
Oh, you hate that guy? He's a nice guy. I thought it was Mayo, no?
He's almost certainly blocked.
Andy Mayo.
No, Iowa Minifan.
Why do you say that?
If they put Minifan in there, that's all, they don't have to be mean to me.
No, because he refuses to not just spoil shit in mentions. And I told him
like dozen stuff.
Anything.
Really?
And I hate him. Okay. And I routinely say I despise him.
Because Andy Mayo's, he was in here the other day. His famous charge against you is that you are lying about Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. That guy too. I fucking hate that guy too.
Yeah, we all hate him. That's fine. What's the charge? What is
there are a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts in Connecticut that still bake their donuts and still frost them in the morning. And
he takes it very personal.
You lying piece of shit.
And he's like, none of them do that. Like, no, there are still like mom and pop owned Dunkin' Donuts in New England. How is that
3 summers in a row Dunkin' Donuts?
Like, how is that surprising? Yeah. There's very few. There's a couple in Bristol, Connecticut that don't do it anymore. It's kind of a bummer.
Do we have a Dunkin' Donuts relationship with the company still or no?
I always assume yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because if we do, I'll say their donuts are as big and as good as they ever were. I'll just say that.
There's a couple in Bristol still doing it, and that guy,
I'm a Cane's donut guy myself. That's where I get my Stella Brew coffee. That's how I do it. That's what I do.
Did you ever have the whole donut in New England? Or is that
That's
just
a Connecticut thing?
Okay,
yeah, I know.
I grew up with that.
Yeah, there's a couple I know of those. Yeah, I'm not a big donut guy.
My dad actually worked with the guy. When my dad worked at Spalding Sports, when he worked with the golf division back when like Hogan and all that were still had like Fierick and everything. Right. His boss was the guy who killed off Fred the Baker. He was like, that was his claim to fame.
Kill Fred the Baker or no?
Mustache guy?
Well, you hear it because
he's the guy
to make the donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy who said like we're a coffee place now, and they killed him off.
Oh, you had other questions for Colin? I'm sorry, you asked one that we got all in the way.
Oh, I think one was plenty.
You got suffice, yeah.
Colin, I think you have made a judgment based on the aura of me online, and you don't really know me personally.
That's 100% fact.
Okay, well let's ease
obviously.
back.
What do you guys?
Let's drop the veil here. Let's drop our guards, and I think we could like each other.
What's funny is the nicest person I think at the company is Brandon's sister. I think.
I would agree with that.
She's even nice to me.
I told her to be nice and work hard.
Yeah, I think
she does. She was frantic last night.
She looks at me like all these people do, like a monster is under.
Yeah, like you got 3 heads and you're going to kill everybody.
She's like, if you need.
Well, you've earned that reputation.
No, I understand, but I'm not. But if you ask her, like, I bet you she would say I'm very nice.
Yeah, I would think so.
She was a huge help at the Ryder Cup.
Really?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, very helpful with like travel and all that stuff.
Now that'll be out in spring of 25.
Hopefully. I mean, the first episode.
The promo aired last night.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
Also, we'll just
you saw it. Were you in the crowd? It played in front of us.
I must have been in the bathroom.
It was also I
didn't see it.
It was on those screens. It was on those screens.
On the side.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't on the main screen. Oh, I didn't see it.
You and Dave teased
right when the show started. They played that.
Dave and I teased what?
What you're doing. It's surviving Barstool.
Yeah. Oh right, you're. Oh yeah.
But you guys didn't like you.
We've been told. I've been told not to say that.
Yeah, but now it's
Dan said it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Now it's obvious enough. Yeah, you're doing it.
I am doing Surviving Barstool.
Oh, because I'm saying because I'm hosting it because Kevin is not hosting anymore.
Isn't Surviving Barstool just your daily life?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, this is the final leg of the Minneslam. Mini golf 1.
Oh, I mean, you
trivia 1. Well, Ryder Cup,
don't have the personality to win a Survivor.
Ryder Cup. Who knows if I want or not? This is the final leg if I did of the Minneslam.
You can't win a Survivor.
I'm smarter than everybody in the room. Who's in it? Who theoretically? Who?
I don't know.
I believe.
I know who's not in it.
The president, El Presidente himself, my friend Dave Portnoy will be in it. I believe Dan Katz is going to be. I believe. I don't know this for a fact.
Dan talked about it on
the Yak.
I believe the Yak. Yeah.
Okay, well there you go.
Well, he didn't say cast member, so I don't know if we need to say cast.
No, we can leave.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was between paintball and fucking bowling.
I'm only not saying.
What do you want me to say here? Okay,
I'm only not saying
the
them,
fucking lineup.
and I'm not trying to be like too secretive because like now it's been talked. But I think it's because we haven't confirmed a few, but it's like an all-star lineup. It's going to be very.
And the whole thing,
Very
obviously,
cool.
about like they have to stay in the place all the time. Obviously, that's bullshit. I have a nice, I'm sure, like a nice luxury hotel, right?
We'll talk after.
Good luck.
Fuck, you'd be
Good luck
fucking
with
kidding.
that.
God damn it.
We don't even know if the office is going to be ready.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, I think it's like really close.
Right.
I'm going to be sleeping on some floor with fucking Eddie somewhere.
If there's a floor.
Yeah, right. What's going on there?
That's definitely gonna be your toughest.
Well,
task.
here's the biggest challenge for me: the streak. I've run 5 miles every day this year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we're going to have.
Is there a treadmill there?
Yeah, there's going to be room in there to run. I think there's going to be a treadmill, and I know there's a basketball court.
So you just run around? That's fine.
Yeah, just 100 laps. I don't know how much.
I would
an
also-
hour is.
I once this is dead serious. One of the nights I put myself in the hospital with suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
I ran a 5K in the hospital room. That is true, in my socks.
You're talking like a 12 by 15 room.
Yes, in my socks.
You running
With a bed in it.
Huh?
With a bed in it.
Yep. There was a bed and I could go around. I just went around and around and around. I was on the Great Place, obviously.
Yeah.
Around and around in my little socks. And I kept, because you have your thing on your phone. Right?
Yeah, Kirk, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard anybody do in my life.
I think I was in a great spot.
That is going to be an all-time clip. Is two people plotting about like idols or something and starting Barstool, and just you in the background doing the last circle around the
I just like maybe the nurse and the doctor going over his charts and saying, where's he at? Where's he at? And they look in the camera and he's just circling his room.
So the security guard, when you go there, the security guard who has to watch, has to check in. The door's open. And I go there, and like after like an hour, the guy, because I'm at EEI still, the guy comes in, he's like, it's probably not the right time to say it, but I'm a really big fan of the show. I was like, well, I appreciate it. I was like, I was literally crawling around the train station 15 minutes ago, but thank you. Dan said that Nick had a joke from last night about me that he didn't say. It was which was I thought was, I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah, it was
Shoelaces or something.
It was near-death experience, and it was about. I was worried. When I heard it was near-death experience, I was worried about Kirk, and then I saw he wasn't wearing shoelaces tonight.
That's pretty benign.
Yeah, it was fine.
And he stole. I had a Liz Gonzalez joke that I was going to use, and then one was told, and then it's out the window, which is upsetting.
Well, you can't go 19th and expect to get a Liz Gonzalez joke.
I didn't know it was going to be that late in the show.
That's like getting to a buffet and thinking you're going to get the best food. It just
and
wasn't.
I have to say, I'm not going to give anything away. My good friend Ryan Whitney said to me, I'm giving out an award. I don't have any lines. He's doing the OG video. And I was like, well, just make a dog collar joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Dave's girlfriend sitting 8 feet away.
Well, that was the issue for him, I think.
Right.
He's like, should I do it? And I was like, it's up to you. I don't know. You could tell he kind of danced around it.
Yeah.
But that was the aura in the room, though, last night.
It was all fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, I think Dave, I think there were certain people there that couldn't take a joke, but Dave wasn't one of them.
No,
Who's
Dave
there?
was
Who can't
cackling.
take it? Who's it?
Well, I don't know. If you watch the video back, you'll see.
Give me a couple of names. This is you. What are you doing? Now you're
His
afraid
co-host.
of.
His co-host. Casey didn't take a joke well, right?
Oh, I think she got mad at her joke. Yeah.
I can confirm. That.
She got mad at her. Were you sitting back there around?
I saw her after the show. And
She was
seemed
angry.
upset about it.
Yeah, I knew she didn't like that joke. She's who I was talking
I
about.
thought that was pretty mild.
It was.
Those are all. Look who's telling the joke. I wanted to say to her, like a fucking little madman in a mask. Is
I
telling this
couldn't
joke.
wait for Nate to say a joke about me. I was like, Nate,
what was his joke about you?
It was about me buying black people to a slave auction.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like,
And he coupled the Jerry Thornton one in there with it. It was like a 1-2 punch. It was pretty
yes.
funny.
It is so black. Jerry Thornton heckled it at Fenway, and Brandon Walker tried to buy it at auction.
That was pretty good producer work right there.
Yeah, you just doesn't have drops ready, but
Yeah, that was damn fine.
I would say that was the best part of the show. Nate's, by far, right?
I thought Francis was good too, but
Francis
Nate
was good. Yeah. But it was just how bizarre it was.
Yeah.
Like, because he's also not funny, but he's also funny. He's just a weird fucking.
Who, Nate?
Yeah. I can't figure him out. I
Yeah,
like him.
well,
I like him.
He always talks mad shit about what he could do and all this.
He didn't do anything.
But then when it was time for him
He
to
stepped
deliver
up?
last night, he stepped up. Yeah.
What does he do?
Well, he runs the blog.
He's
No, I know.
editor of the blog.
Yeah, he
He
works.
doesn't have a podcast or anything, right?
No, but that like
Cracking
he was,
Aces.
I guess he's technically
right.
what
Yes,
K.
that's
Marco's
true.
role was, right? Which was deep.
Well, he splits it now with
Yeah.
with Hub. So
Right.
That was a ballsy token CEO joke.
Oof. Yeah, couple. I think he did it twice. I think he doubled down.
Well, no, when he doubled down, he was setting up the PMT joke.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah, which was kind of an awkward one, but that's fine.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
You guys got Springsteen tonight, right? That's
Jeff and I.
stage is up,
Yeah,
so that's
we're ready
good.
to go.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
So we're good.
I think as long as he's alive.
Are you to the point where in your life and your career where you get any special treatment going to a Springsteen concert?
I am no Brandon Walker. I'm a man of the people.
Well, no, that's not. I first of all, I can name 3 Springsteen songs.
No, but I'm just saying I wouldn't. I go. I show up. I'm in line with the people.
There's
All
no.
my
Kurt,
jeans-
hold on, Jeff. Hold on,
all
Jeff.
my jeans, my boots. I'm
Kurt,
fine.
there's nobody in the world that wants to be treated more special than you.
That is again with low maintenance.
That is a misconception
like
about Kurt
literally as low maintenance as it as You've been around with me at places.
Yeah, I would
don't
agree
do
with that.
anything.
I've been around with you places. Me and you went to Shake Shack. That's the extent
Oh,
of our.
that's super high maintenance. How about the fucking Shake Shack?
That's our extent of us going out together.
Well, that's because we found out I was disappointed that the Chick-fil-A you couldn't eat inside. And you agree with me on that.
That was disappointing.
So we went to Shake Shack.
in Chicago, right by Wrigley.
Oh, that one. You can't.
Yeah.
Can't eat inside.
A lot of
Should have
Chick-fil-A's.
gone to Cane's.
A lot of Chick-fil-A's I've noticed, that's true. Post-pandemic, didn't go back to indoor seating.
Yeah,
A lot of them.
that's weird.
I know. Another bad, because you'll get your free refill. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah,
Shake Shack was good, though.
it was.
Yeah.
We had just a delightful day together.
We did.
And it ended with you yelling in my face about my dead dad.
What did they say about
That was a championship day.
Yeah, that was
I
championship
didn't yell
day.
in your face.
Huh?
I walked over with the trophy and talked to you. I didn't yell in your face.
You were pretty
I
much
said you're
yelling.
never going to get this. I will not allow it to happen.
You said something about, I can't remember exactly what you said, but the dead dad did come up during that.
Oh, is your dad dead?
Very.
Well, I got that right too. It's a
Extremely.
big night for me. I would do another question answered. How many times have you said I should kill myself? Like 3,000.
I've never said you should kill yourself. I've said that you're close to killing yourself. I never said you should.
Did you complain to Erica about me last night? Kate was there. Did you bring her over? And
I did not. I did not. I stayed away from Kate, stayed away from Erica.
Kate's put on some weight, huh? Jesus.
Yeah,
Poor
well.
Kelly, what's going on with her?
Yeah, well, she's just
Jesus.
can't step away from the dick.
Good God. How many kids you have? 40 kids? Jesus.
She's 2.
Two. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So we have a guest here, Dave, sort of.
We do, yes. Katie.
So not only are we trying to hire a producer.
I wondered when we were going to reference this person.
Relax. It's a whole process.
Sorry.
Not only are we hiring a producer, we're also hiring essentially, as I call it, a dotting the I's and crossing the T's person to take care of this stuff so we avoid disasters like we had at our live show a couple of weeks ago. We're going to have a second person. So right now we have none of them because Colinane's leaving. So we had somebody come in the other night, Alicia.
Alicia, yep. Live events leash.
Live Events Leash, as I call her. Yeah. Who was liked by everybody, just like Live Events Lisa.
Seems it.
So we have, is it Katie? Is that right?
Yes.
Katie, okay. Does she have a mic or no?
Yeah, she can use mine. She's got headphones.
All right.
I have a microphone now.
Hello, Katie. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Thanks
Good.
for having me.
I like your jacket.
Thank you. I'm making a statement.
Okay. What do you like about
I
her?
don't know what the statement is, but
What do you like about her jacket?
Just like the pattern.
You notice these things?
Yes, I do. Do
he's,
you not?
he's
Big
wearing a
fashion
bold
guy.
pattern too.
Look at me. I'm wearing Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
What's the other part of it? Is that the Ultimate Warrior? Or no?
Oh, it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
They're all Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
Okay.
The American flag. It's him from SummerSlam '89 where he wore the face paint, the American flag face
It's
paint.
before or after he got arrested with the Iron Sheik.
This is after that.
Okay.
Yes.
Which was, I remember that as a kid.
That was in '87. This was in '89.
That was one of those, I was old enough to know, if
Yeah.
Harry's listening, this is not true. I was old enough to know that things weren't on the up and up at that point.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, I was like, oh.
When the American Super Patriot and the Iron
Doing
Sheik
coke
are
together and they got pulled
just
over.
riding in a rental car.
Yeah, it was a weird time. So Katie wrote an email. She said her husband's a diehard listener and OG Kirk supporter. Me, not so much, she writes. It's a good start, right? When Kirk screams in the microphone, my ears and soul bleed. Is that true?
That's true. I complain all the time about.
Oh, I like her.
You do?
And you just screamed in the microphone like 10 minutes ago. I was like,
What does your
"That's
husband
not
say?
He loves it.
Oh,
Eats
good.
it up.
Okay, good. When Kirk speaks the truth, he's credible. He's created an oppressive sphere of influence, and I have the odd desire to make him proud, since so many have let him down. Do you still like her or no?
No, that's weird.
What are you talking? What do you mean by that,
That's weird.
Katie?
Well, I just feel like I don't really listen to the show. I have to admit it. My husband.
Is your husband
listens.
a loser?
No, he's an A+ guy.
I spoke to him. He has a very good job.
Really?
He's very accomplished.
It's kind of a, not to be, but it's kind of a scam. Like,
Like
government,
podcast
like
host?
state kind of government, whatever. But it's
He
like
does have a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, does he really?
Yep.
Okay.
Surviving Golf. And you would love it, Kirk.
That,
He would rival you with your golf knowledge.
Okay.
I promise.
okay.
so, Jeff?
Ooh, that's
Well, you better relax.
that's
throw her out. would
Am
you?
I making bold statements again?
that is a bold statement.
Surviving golf?
Surviving Golf.
Is it just about golf or?
I think they recap what happens on the weekend.
Okay, there's no place for that anywhere on social media. Well, that's good. That's nice. So she has a good job, and she basically wants sort of to, and then she ends it by saying, "Hire me." She quotes Tom Brady, "I'm the best decision you'll ever make." What do you think of that? What do you guys think of that?
Does a Brady quote move you at all?
Well, I hate Brady. We don't like each other.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's but I've always said I think Brady is. We don't like each other, so I'm not biased. I think he's still one of the 25 or 30 best quarterbacks of all time. I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like, do I think he's better than Chris Chandler? I mean, half one, 6 and 1, half dozen the other.
Should have been a bird quote.
Yeah.
Have you watched
Or
the
Bruce
second,
quote.
sorry, not to interrupt. Have you watched the second season of that show
I
yet?
fucking hate that show.
People, I was very confused.
What
I thought
show are we
people-
talking about?
Winning Time.
Winning Time. I thought people didn't like it.
I hate it.
People
So did you
love
read the book?
season.
Yes. And Jeff Perlman and I messaged like feverishly.
I
last
read
year.
every Perlman book, and it was an incredible book. And
This has nothing to do with that book.
I can't get started on the show. But they all look too ridiculous to me.
Well, but it's also, there are things on the show that they're just not real. Like, and Perlman's defending. I'm like, but you didn't write this. Like, it's made up.
Perlman is clearly getting that check.
He's a producer.
Yeah, he's clearly getting that check, and he's fighting for the show. But I don't know if his heart's in it.
Are you watching it?
No, I haven't because I'm a McKay guy. Like I like his stuff. I like the
I don't.
style.
See, I don't like this. I don't like that McKay.
Yeah,
He's like goofy, funny. McKay.
I don't like Vice. I don't like political.
Something about last
I like
season.
Step Brothers, but you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I,
I love The Big Short. Like something about last season didn't do it for me, and then this one. But I thought
You're
the
right,
vibe
though.
was that it wasn't. People were like, it's amazing again. I didn't realize.
I
that
think
the
it was
last
ever
one was
good.
amazing.
And you're right. I think it's just goofy. Like,
It's only a season and a half in, right? Or 2 seasons in. How could it be amazing again?
Larry Bird looks goofy.
Yeah.
The whole thing looks, I know he's a goofy looking guy, but
I still wish that was supposed to be Bo Burnham
Yes.
originally. I still kind of wish that was that.
which would have been wild. Make me the pitch, Katie. Go ahead.
Well, the pitch is get the job done. Do what you want. Do it on budget, on time, and make sure everyone has a good time.
And enough drinks.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a big mess. That was embarrassing.
It was humiliating.
Can I ask a question on your behalf?
The floor is yours.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, Brandon Walker's a huge events guy.
So obviously, Kirk has an idea of what the job would entail, but do you have an idea that's different than him of what the job would be?
I literally don't even know the job description.
Okay, well, let's say he allowed you to create your own job description right now. What would you do?
For live events only?
Just in general.
Just in
She's
general?
asking, give you a chance here, Katie, to be creative. The floor is yours. The world is yours. What would you do?
Well, I would argue it's a partnership. It's a collaboration.
Okay,
I
well,
need
that's
to
let me
understand.
quickly remove that thought.
You want me to just have my own original thought?
No. There's no partnership.
Right.
What's the name of the show? I always forget. What's the name of
Oh, you're
Yeah, you're
That's
gonna
like,
work
all
for
right.
So
me.
you're going to have to take all your thoughts to the chairman, to the board.
Well, I think that's how.
But
Isn't that
that's
how it's
what-
supposed to go?
I'm just
I'll
being
say
the
that.
middleman
Did
here.
you
Kirk.
already-
I'm
did
being the
Did you already
middleman.
remove the Kirk Minahan show with Dave Colnane from the logo?
Well, that's what Colney wanted. At some point, I'm gonna remove him from this. I think.
Yeah, but at some point, someone's got to have their listening ears on, hear what you want, and then deliver it.
correct,
So
but
you
it's
tell
not a
me what you
partnership.
want.
But it's not
No,
a partnership.
But it's a partnership in the fact that I work for you and I do what you want.
That's not a partnership though. Like tonight, Roy Bittan, when he's not going to go play a song on his own. Bruce is going to say, "Here we go." Here we go. Roy's not going to suddenly say, "You know what? I feel like playing Jungle Land tonight." That's not how it works.
Hey, Bruce, let's play.
Yeah, Bruce, shut the fuck up, Bruce. It's a partnership. I don't think so.
I don't think she said she'd ever
said
tell you
partnership.
But I don't think she said
did,
she'd tell you to
yeah.
shut the fuck up.
This is not Lennon and
Wait,
McCartney.
would you ever tell him to shut the fuck up?
if necessary.
Oh no.
I mean, that you got to respect that.
I respect that there are doors she can walk through to get to her car and get the hell out of here. No, I like her. She's got spirit, which is good.
Yeah.
I
Which is
think you
good.
said earlier that you don't want to hire women with kids. I think you need to hire more moms. Moms get shit done.
This is not. I am not. I do not want to enter Reese Witherspoon book club world.
No.
I don't mean to be an asshole, but there are other places. I heard enough fucking speeches last night about women's
I don't
power.
know,
I want
that's
to
why-
vomit.
maybe that's
Jesus.
why
The
everyone's
vaginal
let you
walls
down.
coming?
Yeah, I'm just like, how many? Do you have kids?
I do. I have a one daughter,
How old is she?
2.5.
2.5. That's a good age.
Yeah, she's fun.
I miss when my kids were that age.
Can I just step in real quick? You should probably rethink even trying for this job.
I think
she's
that's
gonna
hard.
get that kid's gonna get made fun of. Like you do
That's
not want this
true.
job.
That is not true.
I'm not scared of this. I'm
That
not
is
scared
not
of
true.
him.
That is not true. That is not true.
Kirk, you got to
Certainly.
do something different. If it's not working, stop
it's-
hiring the same type of people.
Is it not working?
Well, we've had some
working
live
well.
show. We've had basically, like I said, the job description. I think you understand when I say dotting the i's and crossing the t's. Yeah,
like a coordinator, making sure everyone else
Yes.
is doing their job to make it come together right.
When's the next live show?
We're gonna have a smaller one in Maine next month. We have a big one coming. A couple of big ones coming next year. We might even kind of go on a bit of a tour next year. So we need stuff for that.
So you're going to tour Eastern Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts,
I'm not
Central
sure Western
Massachusetts?
yet. Yeah, Northern. I think we might dip into New Hampshire.
Okay.
We might go. We're talking about going to the Great Midwest next year.
Chicago? Oh,
I don't want to do that. No, I don't want
it's
to.
been done.
New Jersey.
I think we've learned. I think we've learned now if like you try and cross over any of the Chicago stuff, whether it's YouTube or what, like they're gonna piss and moan. So I'm like, we'll just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying, Brandon?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying.
What do you think?
By the way, great. Just disappointing news. I'll drop speaking of live shows. There's no chance we're going to be opening the season in Boston live. 'Cause
Why is that?
It needs to be sold. So
No, yeah. So
Can
We'll be
let's
on
have
Zoom.
this
just to
discussion.
disappoint
I'll be
fans
defending my
now.
title on Zoom
Just
to
to
kick the
disappoint,
season off? Okay,
disappoint
good.
fans now. Just prepare for that.
Let's have this discussion now.
Well, hold on. I'm not done. I'm not.
Yeah,
finished
sorry.
yet. But go ahead.
Can I have a little time, just a brief timeout? Give me a 20.
Parentheses. Yes, go ahead.
I don't like the championship games being live.
Actually, can I say I know what you're saying, but I understand for the league why it has to happen.
It was really weird for me to crown Uptown Balls in front of no people after we had just done the regular season championship in front of people. It just I prefer it that way.
All right, we can get back to
My favorite.
I get why.
It actually feels more intense, like the rounds leading up to it at HQ.
Yeah.
But I get it. But you have to do it. Like if you can get a couple thousand people there, it's a big event. You got to do it.
Yeah.
I think we could do a bigger venue in Chicago, but anyway.
It's not going to be sold.
What do you mean?
What are you worried about being sold? You're saying?
No, I think
he wants
like,
to go bigger.
I want to go. I think we go,
No. I'm saying sponsor. I'm sorry.
Oh, in the fall, yeah. I just don't. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it's going to happen. We're way too close at this point. So
well, if you had Katie working,
hopefully we'll
fine,
do Boston.
done.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, maybe it's like a minute. Maybe the Minahan show funds.
Sure. Yeah, we're happy to do it. We're happy to do it. You're also tall.
I am tall.
How tall are you?
6'2".
6'2".
Wow.
Played basketball. That came in handy.
Good for you.
Oh, you're 6'2".
Yep.
Where'd you play basketball?
Played at Harvard.
Oh, you played at Harvard. Okay, so D1 basketball player. All right. Okay.
I feel like that just changed things. Now we know she's smart for sure.
Are you okay having a woman around who's taller than you?
Well, she played college basketball. She's really a woman.
I thought. By the way, I thought Coleman was. I thought he was like
I'm just
6'4",
kidding,
6'5".
A heterosexual lesbian.
Exactly. What's that? You thought Colin was 6'4"?
When I met him at the Boston Dozen and I saw him, I was stunned. I thought he was like 6'5". I thought he was
5'8".
Yeah, I thought he was like a really tall guy.
Yeah, he's like 5'7", 5'8". Yeah. Well, Brandon's tall. How tall are you?
6'5".
You're 6'5".
Yeah.
Jesus.
We have a couple of giant people. Taylor Lewan is a very tall.
Gabe Pat
person.
is huge.
Yeah.
Pat's very tall.
He's probably your height, right?
He's probably a half inch shorter than me.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah.
He's tall.
But he's in much better shape, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
all that banging, that'll do it for you. All right. Okay, well, I what do you think, Dave? I trust your counsel.
I like her a lot.
She's
I
confident.
think she can definitely get it done for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a starting process is pretty good because you're familiar with the next live show.
If she was willing to work at the same exact salary as Alicia or Julie, who would you pick first?
I love Julie.
I'm just asking a question.
I mean, I can't betray Julie like that. I'm sorry, but I like Katie a lot.
She's betrayed you.
Yeah, she can betray me.
What's that?
She's one of us.
Well, he wasn't a show, sweetheart. Or, I'm sorry. I should say Katie. I don't want to say. I can't. Can I do that or no?
It's your show.
She can get me coffee, right?
It is
Do
your
whatever the
show.
fuck you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I have no idea.
Both can absolutely do it. So, and I think
How do you know that?
Well, I think they both can do a great job.
Okay.
Probably not a very hard job.
There's that fake calling confidence where he just says it.
Why is that fake? Why? Did you get an impression that she couldn't pull off a
She
live
could be
show?
like Catch Me If You Can. She might have never played anything. She might have played college basketball. She could be homeless.
That is true.
We know nothing.
We're just taking her
We
at her
know
word.
nothing. I mean, I'm sure but I mean, you're like, she could definitely do it. She's, why? Why do you say that?
Great resume. Great resume.
Right,
There's
I'm
some
sure
things we can't say. So
she
there's
went to
great-
Harvard.
Yes. Yeah.
But who knows?
Right, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Are you like a Harvard lefty communist,
I
or
was like, there's more to me than just that.
did you go? Are you a communist, like a Harvard lefty lunatic, or no?
No.
Okay.
Hard pass.
Okay. And you're from Maine.
From Maine. Grew up in Maine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm confident.
But I've done a ton of events. Like there's people on here asking what my qualifications
Name
are.
3.
Well,
Can you do that without getting?
I know.
You
Without,
can't.
there's
Okay,
some-
Well, she's worried about.
Don't worry about it.
But some pretty, thousands of attendees.
Okay.
All right, so on last
Major,
night. Yep.
Partnered with some major sports leagues.
Okay.
Celebs mixed with normies, mixed with big venues, small venues.
There won't be normies at these live events.
That's for
There
sure.
never are.
You're
The cast of
Well,
characters.
you've been to a couple of those, you said,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
my husband's dragged me to a couple.
Her husband's
It's
a lunatic fan, so.
Yeah.
interesting people watching.
I think there's. I think there's a little bit of an advantage having someone who's not like a diehard.
I think for that job there is.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
the producer
best
of the
case
show
scenario.
has to.
Oh,
be a fan of the
absolutely.
show, the way this show works. But you're right. I think there's something to that person being removed.
Yeah, I think that helps a lot.
How would you feel like if let's just say let's play it out here. Let's say something gets screwed up under your watch.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay coming in here and maybe facing some heat that next day?
Yeah, you gotta take
Okay.
ownership.
Okay. I don't know. I'm worried
And-
about that part of it. Can I treat a woman the same? I don't know.
Well, not in a partnership. You
You
can't.
should treat a woman the same that you would treat a man.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I've always said it's sexist if you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna yell at
so on the
them, yell at
record,
me.
okay, that's on the record, Dave. You have that.
I like
Save
her.
that.
I
I like
was
her a
a
lot.
D1 college athlete. You can't yell at me any
Women's
more than
ba-
I've
it's
already
women's
been yelled
basketball.
at.
I mean, it's not. It's at Harvard. It wasn't. I don't, Huh? Were you ever? Did the women's hockey coach ever beat you up because she's?
No, she is amazing.
Okay.
Like she's an amazing woman.
Oh, Katie Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Colleen didn't
And
have her back, but that's
it's a
different.
shitstorm
it's a different
unnecessarily.
conversation. Well, it's Colleen's fault. You just had a chance to break that story, you didn't do it. Right, Dave? That's right. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, all right, I'm intrigued.
How many more candidates are coming in?
Dave?
None.
I like that, Katie.
Wow, that's a great answer.
There you go.
There wasn't as many live events candidates, and then
Yeah,
the
everyone
producer
wants-
candidates, I don't think you'll like as much.
There's a million producer candidates,
Right.
but they're all,
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Who
Is it
told
just
you last
every
night it
Minif-
should be?
Every Minifan with a Twitter account thinks he's a producer candidate?
Yeah. Well, I fucking put them on the show. It's
Yeah.
my fault.
Someone told you to
absolutely
just
have to
go with
bring-
Justin and move on last night. Who was that?
Right, Whitney.
Just make it Justin.
I don't know. Yeah, Whitney was all over the place last night. We met some crazy fan. Whitney loved this guy. He said he came up to you too. Looked like McGruff the crime dog. He had like the jacket on.
Yes.
Did you see this guy?
Oh, I saw that guy.
Yeah. He's a psycho Minifan. He was like
Yeah.
shaking when he met me. Did you see this guy?
Oh, yes, he handed
That
me.
is-
Did you have a podcast?
I think we got to bring him out Friday. I
Yeah,
think.
definitely. I got his number.
Yeah, I think he's
He has to come in that outfit too.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, he literally looked like McGruff. Like he was like,
We got to get Iowa Minifan in here as well, clearly.
oh, I mean, he's good.
that's
Min-
that's a lock.
I think his bio says good Minifan. It's a quote
He's
by
a nice
me.
guy.
Yes. I don't know what you're because he spoils. Is that what he spoils and doesn't?
He is obsessed with replying and spoiling things that he finds out. It just like always got like a cunty reply.
It's like Jersey Jerry. He spoiled the mini golf.
Do that.
No, it's. So I was supposed to sit with Jersey Jerry last night at my table, and Dan took him, put him at his table. He's like a toy or something. It's like the Richard Pryor movie. You know? I was sort of in a weird spot because Whitney was with all those guys.
You were
and
in
then-
no man's land,
Yeah.
big time.
I'm
You were
friends
right
with
in front of
Chicos
me,
guys, you know, but what's his face? The guy who won.
Kevin Hayes.
Yeah. Who everybody thought was K. Marco.
I got to be well. This kind of tells on a little bit. I thought it was K Marco too.
So did I.
I haven't seen K Marco very much. So
Have you ever met K. Marco?
I met him twice. He rubbed me the wrong way right before he rubbed you the wrong way, but I was able to not. I didn't make it public. I just kind
Is that the
of
thing you were addressing earlier?
no.
Oh, what happened?
I was I had an issue with it. Wasn't even that big of a deal, but I had an issue with the blog. There was.
Wait, he said this when he was on Dave's thing. He mentioned your name about something. I remember that.
I had an issue with the blog. There was a guy responding to the blog, putting my address in
seems
and I was like, we got to get this guy to where he can't do that. And I texted him and I said, hey, I got a problem with this guy on the blog, and he said sucks. And that was the end. That was the end of the
That's K. Marco all
correspondence.
the way.
Him and I were like cordial, but he was always he
Fucking asshole.
he had it out for me. Yeah,
He's just a bad
first time
guy.
I ever
Like,
first time I ever pitched the movie website thing. He shot it down, crapped all over it, said it wouldn't be the dumbest thing you've ever heard. Something like
But
that.
I don't have beef with him outside of that because I've really never crossed paths with him at all.
We're not doing anything now. Like, what beef would you have with this point?
I don't know.
Yeah. What were we saying before that? What led to that? What were we talking about?
Who knows?
Nothing. Yeah, I don't know how K. Marco came up. My question about her was.
Oh, you said Kevin Hayes looked like K. Marco. That's how it came up.
There you go.
Yeah.
My question about her is, so she doesn't listen to the show. She
Right.
clearly got made aware of the opportunity from her husband.
Right. Well,
so what part of her is just trying to like
college
please her
basketball
husband?
players?
No. Hold on. She just found out.
That's a crazy question you just asked.
She found out about a good job and wants it.
What was the question? I don't know how good
It was a dumb question.
What was the
That
question?
was a crazy question.
I didn't listen to
crazy.
him.
It was a very dumb
Say it
question.
again. Say it again.
So her husband makes her aware of an opening because the only
Well, to be
place
clear, I don't mean to be get in trouble, but she's a college basketball player, so I think that person is the husband in the relationship.
Sure. Right.
Understood.
So that person,
Somebody's got to strap it on.
that person who listens to this program
Yeah.
religiously, right?
Yes.
Tells his
Partner.
wife,
Yeah,
wife,
sure.
whatever.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Tells his wife that this is available and she'd be great at it.
Sure.
She knows nothing about it really, aside from his obsession about
Right.
it. So, like, what really is motivating her to take that position other than pleasing her husband in some way?
It's a job opening.
Yeah, it's a chance to work
I
at
think
a show.
I'm
That's
asking the question.
It's
I think
also
that's a crazy question.
like a
She's only doing it to make
It's kind of like a part-time gig.
please her
Do you get that-
husband.
She's doing
Based on
her
her-
work.
based
She's
on-
her job to please her husband.
That's the crazy.
This is 1952.
Based on her
I think that's how it
resume,
is for you in Mississippi, though. Is it still?
Well, 58.
Yeah.
based on her resume, do you think she needs it? I got the sense that she wants to
Oh,
help.
you want somebody who's
And she
hungry.
made it maybe in her email more like, I believe in all these things Kirk stands for.
Is her resume on the? Can I see her resume?
You gotta have the email.
Hungry's not always.
Can I show him your resume? Because he's stupid. He's stupid. He will. Okay, yeah, I won't show him.
I won't read it. You won't show me your resume. I've been going to the mat for you the whole time.
Ask me a question.
I can't look at your resume.
There are jobs she has she doesn't want to talk about currently.
I
She'll
don't.
get in
I
trouble.
won't talk about it.
But you're stupid. You won't be able to help yourself. She had
I'm a 2-time runner-up on the dozen, sir.
Sure, you're an first-team All-Star, right?
I will say what I watch religiously is the dozen trivia, and I
Thank
do my
you.
daily dozen trivia every day.
Have you done yours today?
No,
and the
I haven't.
celebrity
I don't know, 'cause I want
mashups
to see
are
some
fire.
fucking song from fucking 2006.
You fucking
that
put
annoys
hockey
me.
in there today.
What was the question?
I don't know.
What was the question?
Do it live.
All right, Dave, set up the Daily Dozen. Let's do it.
You can't just. What was
I
that?
got before you read that. I got to know. I don't think. I
The
don't.
music stuff annoys me. I understand the fan.
Oh, the
I don't
music
think you
sucks
want.
today,
I don't
too.
think you want a hungry person for the live event job. I think for producer you need someone
Somebody who's
hungry.
fat and happy?
No, you just need somebody who's organized.
No,
need
I think
someone with
you need someone.
experience.
Yeah, like, I don't think like you need someone who's over eager because I think that's where you're gonna get the
I
fuck
don't need.
ups.
I don't need any. Okay, whatever.
You need somebody who knows how to organize live events. That's all you
Yeah.
need.
I'm just saying,
Only,
based on
I
her,
wish the company had somebody like that, but they don't. So I do what I do. Right? What are you laughing at?
I was laughing at Jeff laughing.
Yeah.
How'd you do on the trivia today?
comment?
What?
How'd you do on the trivia today?
I did, I believe, 7 out of 9 or 6 out. No,
That's
7
not
out of 9
bad.
because I got celebrity mashup. I usually don't get it.
Oh yeah, I suck at that one.
Yeah.
But I'll look at the celebrity matchup when the time comes. Go ahead.
all right, NFL, we got in 2011 to 2012. What NFC team went in 15-1 in the regular season, only to lose 37?
Well, I know that because they played the Patriots eventually. The Giants final answer.
No.
The Packers lost the Giants.
Let him read the
Okay, it's
fucking
one of the
question.
two.
Let
It's
him
one of
read
the
the fucking question.
The Giants won the game. The Packers lost.
That
the game.
sucks because I inputted the answer.
I don't care, but that was right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Brock,
Am I right or no?
Let him read the question, and you would have gotten the answer right
I
the
got
first
the
time.
answer right. The Packers.
I'm filling it in as well. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
I'll put it in so I'm correct. All right. Go ahead.
All right, Brock Osweiler managed to become 20.
Who?
Brock Osweiler managed
Broncos
to
quarterback.
managed to become a 2012 Broncos second-round pick after a 6-7 season in his only full year starting for what Pac-12 school in 2011?
I believe he was a Sun Devil.
Correct.
You know what that is, Dave?
It's Arizona State.
Arizona State. Nope.
Oh,
Arizona
wow.
State.
I didn't know he was going to be that wrong.
We're on our own sometimes here. Go ahead.
There you go. And this is the NHL question here. Since 2014 to 2015, 2 winners of the Hart Memorial Trophy for NHL MVP are no longer with the same team, Patrick Kane and this player formerly of the New Jersey Devils.
I got nothing.
Taylor Hall.
Taylor Hall.
That's great.
Jeff knows this. I'll surprise you with sports sometimes, you know? Like I'm
No,
an
you know
underrated-
sports.
I'm
You
an
don't surprise
underrated-
anybody with sports.
I'm an underrated.
Now, you
people-
surprised me with hockey. I didn't know you knew hockey.
Nobody recalls me for this.
I'm not that I'm going to say he doesn't know hockey, but he does play for the Bruins now, or he
Not
did.
anymore.
He plays for the Blackhawks now, but he did play for the Bruins. Okay, I didn't know. If that,
I know he got traded to Bruins.
I didn't know if that mattered. Yeah.
I remember hearing that on like a sports flash when I was still working. Or something.
Taylor Hall?
Yeah, random. I remember stuff like that. Go ahead.
Founded in 1983, what is the name of the membership-only retail warehouse big box chain owned and operated by Walmart?
Sam's Club.
You're gonna get the mash. You're gonna get the mashup today.
Am I? Let's take a look.
I got it, so he's going to
Yeah,
Do
I
you want
think
to do
you'll
that?
get it.
Do you want to do it last? Or?
No, I'll do it right now.
I think you get the mashup. Yeah.
This is great audio stuff right
Do you
here.
repurpose questions?
I try to use some, so we write them every day.
Harrison
Just-
Ford and Justin Bieber.
Yep.
There you go. I try to
I'm not
write.
going to the music one, right?
No.
No.
No chance.
No chance.
You're saying zero chance I get that.
I'm saying zero chance.
You're probably right.
Every now and then he'll know a Billboard from recent.
Okay.
I don't know though.
I couldn't even hazard
It's all like for me, like if my daughter Kate was listening to the music at that time.
That's why, because there are times
like
you'll
16,
get stuff
15,
from because your
I
kids.
don't think so.
No, what year is it? Well, we'll get
14. Okay.
So 9 years ago.
there. Go ahead, Dave. What do we got?
Part of the Monster cereals family. What is the name for the strawberry version of the popular cereal Count Chocula?
Oh,
I
Kirk.
can see the box.
Kirk.
Did you get this?
Yeah.
Frankenberry?
There we go.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 for 6. I feel like Cons. I feel so smart. How has he never missed a question?
Oh, it's amazing.
But
It's amazing.
I've never seen him get a question right in trivia.
It's amazing. I guess he has
Can
performance anxiety.
you even defend that? Like, can you even defend that? There's no.
Oh, I nailed Cons dead to rights 2 years ago, and Jeff came up to me and was like, I can't even tweet this out.
There is a
did you
video.
really?
Eventually, I'll have to post it. It's. I'm sorry, I was interrupt this quick
Yeah,
because
you're good.
it was on. I almost had to stop recording because I got so uncomfortable. It was after a really bad Cons cheating thing, and it was stadium names.
Yeah.
And he said it was the Anaheim Ducks Arena, which is like
Honda Center.
Honda Center.
Right.
And he knew it. It was like, the Honda Center. It was so bad acting. And so they ended up losing, or I don't know what happened, the result, but Brandon killed them over it. Then eventually, a long time later, they argued in the office about it because Cons threw a dig at Brandon's like smarts or something.
Yeah. Right.
And they went back and forth. And then Cons said, he's like, how'd you know a Honda Center? And he goes, what are you talking about? How did you know the hockey stadium? He said, well, I've seen Mighty Ducks. And then an immediate Google by Brandon, it was not called Honda Center.
Arrowhead Pond at
Ducks.
that point or no?
No, that's in, no.
I think it was. Yeah.
It was the Arrowhead Pond.
But
yeah,
no, I think it
you're
was
right.
like the OG name. It wasn't,
like the
but
opening-
it wasn't even called that in the movie or
it wasn't
something.
like- right.
They
And
didn't call it anything in the movie.
he caught him so
That's funny.
hard in the line. It got really uncomfortable.
Why do
and that
people
was it.
cheat in the trivia?
Because they want people to think they're smart.
Yeah, but
That's why.
if I can't get it right, I don't want to get it right.
I mean, I've been accused of it. By
I had that
people.
one
It's like-
moment
everyone
where I
gets
did that, and I
accused.
didn't even mean to
crazy.
do that.
When you what?
That one moment where I walked out in the office and I was like, hey,
Right.
I was looking for somebody to answer this question, and then somebody answered, and I was like, I went and used it, and I was like,
Big Cat
I
always
shouldn't
does
use
say
that.
it though. Big Cat's line about that is true. And like, I'm not that I'm saying this condones cheating, but he says, look, he goes, at this point, if you want to fucking cheat and then you want to go in person and embarrass yourself for everyone, go for it. Which is what happened to Khan's team. They did embarrass themselves.
That's true.
So he's like, look, at this point, if you can't stop it, like if you want to act like you're good all year,
go
then go
for
in
it.
person and
Yeah.
eat shit, then go eat shit.
Go ahead, Dave.
All right, what is the name of Fox's American reality competition show created by Gordon Ramsay in 2005, where two teams of chefs compete for a job as a restaurant head chef?
I believe that's Hell's Kitchen. Is that right?
It is pretty easy day so far.
Next one is easy.
Outside of hockey.
Next one is easy.
I'm gonna miss the mute. I have no chance in mute. I'm gonna go, so I'll go 8 for 9. You're saying?
You're gonna go 8 for 9.
You know, I'll double this one, Jeff. I'll double this one.
What actor starred in these movies in the 2010s? Cowboys and Aliens, The Girl with the Dragon
Daniel Craig.
Tattoo.
Final answer. I gotta get mid-season form.
Surprised you got to the with and girl with the dragon tattoo on that one.
Yeah.
Pop group Walk the Moon released this song in
fuck is
2014 with
that?
the following. This is actually kind of easy. With the following
Shut
lyrics.
up.
Oh,
I
don't
hate
you
people.
dare
I
look
fucking
back.
hate people like that.
It's a
I've
huge-
legitimately never heard of
Don't
this.
you hate people like that? How many of you
No.
got? How many of you have gotten so
Not a
far?
lot, but that's like from
There is a
music.
chance you've heard this song
That's
name
what
if you
sucks.
even
because
don't
you're a
get it.
fucking girl.
No, but that's
I
what's,
just
no. This
like-
is like. There's not a lot of #1 pop songs anymore. This was a fucking.
Are there lyrics I'm
monster.
getting or no?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back.
Can I ask you why you said there's not a lot of #1 pop songs anymore?
There's
Not
one,
like
there's one
us-
every
They got
year.
It's like there's the
but
same amount there's always been.
No,
Right,
a
but-
lot of weeks end at #2 now. You know that?
I didn't know that. So they have to
I
earn.
don't even listen to them anymore. So something like that is just so unbelievably dumb. You mean there's not a lot of? I speak Colony pretty well now.
Yeah.
What you're saying is there's not of like songs that sort of cross over.
Yes.
Like "Hello" from Adele was like one of those songs.
Like this song is
What's that
commercial.
one that came out last year? Was #1 for like over a year. It was crazy.
The Weekend song,
Yeah, no, it was like Lights or what's
Blinding Lights by the Weekend.
Yes,
yeah,
that song
one
like
was-
that. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Or by my favorite artist now, even better than Bruce, my guy Oliver Anthony. You just bring it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That is actually nice. His voice is beautiful. I'll say that.
He's a fucking. This is terrible.
He's.
Can you even defend him or no?
I don't want to.
He's fine. He's like a nice.
No. His voice isn't even. I don't like when they oversing like that.
Like,
I don't like when they
it's
get
like a
deep
South
in
Park
that,
thing,
and they're just that covers up not really being able to sing.
Right. And I don't like that every Republican got together. Like, there's not one Republican who doesn't like the song. It just seems very strange to me. Like, not one Republican's like, it's all right. It's like good. It's not great. They all think it's the greatest fucking song ever.
I
have no idea what the song is. I don't know what the song is for the game.
Shut Up and Dance.
Shut Up and Dance. Yeah. You know, if
Play
you
it for
heard
me.
it,
How's it
yeah,
going?
yeah. If you heard it.
Was that the song title, or is that what you're saying to Kurt?
I'll do it.
Shut Up and Dance.
You'll see it tonight. Is that the dance? No, that's a different one. That's
I think you just did a John Cougar Mellencamp song.
No. What's the?
I think you're about to
Can't
sing.
Stop that's Justin Timberlake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Can't stop the music.
Oh,
I know
okay.
this one. Yeah.
I know that song.
They play the beginning of that again.
From the beginning.
Yeah. The beginning. That's a real U2 knockoff. Streets Have No Name.
Sounds like
You're right.
Killers,
I never
too.
even thought about that.
Did you
Yeah.
hear that? Yeah. I know that song, but like I don't know the lyrics of that song.
Yeah. Or I didn't know who sang it.
Oh, who is it? I don't even know.
Walk the Moon.
Yeah.
One-hit
That
wonder or
yeah,
no?
they're kind of a one hit wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know that.
not as many songs go to number one.
What was the easiest one
It's hard.
today for people? It was.
Can I guess that?
It had to be Frankenberry.
Gotta be movies, no?
Frankenberry was second lowest, 34%. NHL was hardest, tied to 81% Branson products and music.
Music. Oh, young people. A lot of
That's
young
what I
people.
mean. Yeah.
That's our thing. It's like it's a young.
Yeah, I
it's
get it.
young.
I get it.
Would you be open to like most of the trivia that we do on the dozen's an incredible.
You think we
product.
should have a senior tour for trivia?
I'm not saying we should have
Okay,
a senior tour.
I would do that.
I do wish like the baseball questions went past like 2000. I wish he'd throw like a
past?
1972 or a 1965.
I totally agree with that.
I
You
wish
should
he'd
do
throw
that.
a movie from 1950.
I think you try and do this. So
I wish you'd
if
open
I'm
it up
playing
a
a
lot
team
more.
like his, I think
trying
you
to,
try and gear more toward.
Yeah, me and you, if
try.
we're playing each other, we're more likely to get a 1995 song than we are a 2019 song.
I'm way more likely to get a 1982 song than a.
Well, either way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, way more likely. But most of the audience wouldn't.
Fuck the audience.
There's a
I
little.
happen to
yeah,
agree with
there's
you
a
on
little.
that, but yeah. But I don't think he can think like
I
that.
try to though in some spots.
I remember earlier there were more 80s music at the beginning of the show when I first started playing.
When is it? Is it going to be before he leaves that y'all are going to drop the 80s podcast we recorded?
We can't do that yet because remember the whole thing with Cruz. We had him on, and then with the
All right, we'll get it. We'll get it.
all right. What? Anything?
When did the Barstool Awards show get about that?
Dave
close.
Dave tweeted it.
You said 10,000?
No.
No.
I thought it was 40,000.
40,000 people bought last night.
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's pretty good.
That's a good night.
That is pretty good.
Dave's exactly right. I saw him. He's like, hey, he's like, I don't know why nobody thought of this.
Yeah.
Like till like 5 minutes.
I mean, I've said
maybe we should do that, Dave, at the live show.
I asked if we should do it for the dozen last year. I was
You
shot
should
down.
do that.
Especially at that price
I like it
point.
being
it's-
exclusive though. I like people being there.
Of course, you do shit at the live shows that will get you canceled off all of pay
That's
per
true.
view.
That's true. I did take a belt out and whip Colin at the last show.
I don't.
True.
That's not something I was thinking about.
that's true. I'll take a few calls if people want to ask questions to Brandon Walker, Jeff Lowe, Katie, Dave, myself. Before we have to record whatchamacallit a little bit, right?
The rundown.
I just got your topics.
We got to talk about everything we just talked about.
Let's do it again. I haven't done the Immaculate Grid yet today, Brandon.
I don't do that.
You don't do that?
No, I don't. Well, don't holler at me.
I'm stunned
I
at that.
stopped.
That was
I stopped doing it after once this game came out. I was
I
like, I
saw
know
a bunch
I'm
of
part
people
it.
doing it. I don't know. If I didn't go perfect every day, I would feel.
But you just take your time on it.
less
You
of
try
a
and find
man.
the hardest one. You take a good few hours on it. You
Yeah.
go back to it.
I hate doing it like that.
Or you just jump in and do it.
I like to do it, get it done.
Okay. I have 3 I do every day. I do that. I do the Daily Dozen.
Yeah.
And I do Rotten Tomatoes has one. I just started. You see
Just-
this? Where they give you like a
I
movie.
assume
Did I
that's
tell you
about
this?
movies.
Yes. They give you a
Yeah.
movie title. It's actually pretty good.
It's not bad. Yeah.
I don't mean I'm not promoting it, but I'm just saying, like, it's a good one.
Is Rotten Tomatoes a competitor of yours?
No.
Eventually, again, once we build our site out again.
Yeah. Goddamn
Well, I
right.
go to Daily Dozen first, of course. It's getting like 100,000 plays a day.
Not of
You,
the Daily
you went to
Dozen.
the Daily Dozen only when we prompted it today.
When MovieRankings.net comes back, it will be a competitor. Yes, that's correct.
Well, then fuck
It
them
is
at that
coming
point.
back?
Finally got it back.
Then fuck them.
For the most
At that
part.
point, then go fuck themselves. I'm with you on that one. That's fine.
What's the sentiment in the office now that like it's kind of public that Dave's going out there saying the company's losing millions of dollars? It's in trade magazines and shit like that. What's the
It's an
sentiment?
interesting strategy, I'll say.
I think there are, there are people on pins and needles. I think there are people wanting to be seen at work more than they were seen at work before. I'm not saying they want to work more. I'm saying they want to be seen at
Right,
work
sure.
more.
No,
I-
no, yeah,
yeah,
no one
yeah.
thinks, yeah. Well, I mean,
it's pins and needles. Everybody's nervous. I mean, why wouldn't you be?
yeah, sure. I mean, but like, just work. I mean, I think
But that's what we've said. I think probably the three of us have all said it at some point. I think him being fired up to, got to make money, got to do this. Like, I think you're not worried though if you're just doing the shit that you've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you work hard, like if he comes up one day, if he's like,
it shouldn't change much. If you were doing the job before, it shouldn't change anything.
Yeah, if the day comes, he's like, it's not working out, then it's like that's life.
A motivated Dave is, to me, so much more exciting to be around than an unmotivated Dave. I mean, that should be easy.
We've seen both.
That should be. That should be easy.
Yeah.
Not that he was. I mean, he was still busting. He was still working very hard as an unmotivated Dave.
Well, I think he was working hard on himself, like
Yeah.
the Portnoy brand.
Yeah.
But I think now he's.
But I think a motivated Dave really fires everybody up.
It's great. I've never worked for Dave before, really. Like I said, once I got here, Chernin already had part. Just Dave himself.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It is
He's
weird.
very. I can tell you, you guys know he's very into it right now.
Yeah.
It's funny for me though because the number one thing that I do is a thing that he cared a lot about, like he invested his time in that, and so it was like.
Well, he also saw
really
you busted
change.
your ass on it, and then.
Well, that's the thing. You built a great brand, and people are into it, and they keep. That's.
I do.
a good thing.
I do think the constant fluffing of Kirk is going to hurt the brand's growth potential.
I mean, what would you like him to do?
Hold on,
At this point, everyone accuses me of doing that for every one of the top teams.
You're friends with him. You wrote questions. There's a conflict.
We're
of
not
interest
friends.
there.
We're colleagues. And if I have to write questions, I have to write questions.
People say I do it for you. People say I do it for you. Folks say I do it for Dave's team, even though Eddie,
you do it for Dave's team.
Eddie and Clem are beyond disrespectful.
Have I
at this
ever
point.
complained once off the air? Ever
No.
about never?
I find that hard to believe.
I never
Have I ever complained once?
on the air? Yeah,
I complain off the air, on the air, during
all the time. You're
Yeah,
a
all the
fucking
time.
bitch.
I complain all the time.
Win a title.
Well, I'm working on it.
that is.
The state of Mississippi already has a champion in the trivia. It's Ben Mintz, not you.
He's from Louisiana.
Whatever. Who cares? Is there any fucking difference?
He's Louisiana's champion.
Is there any difference?
He's from Louisiana. He's not from Mississippi.
He has
I'm
a
sorry.
title and you
He's
don't.
not a Mississippian. He's a Louisianan.
He has a title.
He's on your co-host team now.
Rico Bosco has a championship.
Oh, that's your teammate. Why are you speaking of him
I'm
with
saying
such disdain?
it's a great thing.
He is not retiring. Like that's a clear
He's not what?
retiring. From the dozen.
Retiring. What are you laughing at?
What did you think he said?
Nothing. I was going to say, is it?
You have to play with just you and Quiggs if he says he's retired. Like he is.
Well, no.
He's not allowed.
What are you talking about? You can't punish me if he retires or Quiggsy.
You'd have to
That's
full on.
ridiculous.
Oh, it's Quiggsy?
Yeah.
We're calling him Quiggsy now?
Yeah, you can full on fire him from your team if you wanted to.
But I can add a third player. Why would my team be penalized?
But he's like, I'm just gonna retire. Like I was like, no, like you're either.
You think
I
this
played
guy?
70 games with two guys. You can't do it for 2 weeks?
No, I'm saying for a
No,
whole
he's
season.
either-
I would get penalized because Rico quits. That's
He's
crazy.
either off. He's not doing some
Oh,
sort of retire
he's
bit
done
where he
for the
comes
year, you're
back.
saying.
Like if he's
Yeah,
not
that's-
playing, he's done.
That's fine. You're the commissioner. That's fine.
Is he still trying to do that stuff?
Yeah, which is my problem with that was he was doing the retired thing, and then you can't. I was like, you're taking the thing of your teammate.
Yeah.
All right, load up, Dave.
Air load up.
All right, let's go. We'll take a few calls. We got to do a rundown. Who's hosting that today? You?
Probably him.
Probably me, and I'll let you. Yeah, I'll just tee it up for you.
All right. Hello.
Hey, Dad, it's Harry.
Hold on. Wait a second. Time out, Dave. Time out. Sorry, Harry. 1 second, son. On this resume,
What? This is
You wouldn't let me read it now. He's going to read it word for word.
What did he just find?
Next Generation Board Member, Greg Hill Foundation, 2018 to present.
Not to present.
The word says present.
I know, it shouldn't. I was for a hot second.
Uh-oh.
Where are
What do
the
you mean?
eyes?
though?
No,
That's not
that's
very
an
good
error.
attention to detail.
Where are the I's and the T's here?
I know.
Greg Hill is the person who hosts the morning show at the old station that I used to work at.
Oh, I love that station.
WEI, it's a killer. It's a great
Yeah.
station. What I don't understand.
I worked with them briefly.
Dave, 1 second.
The next gen.
Dave,
board.
thoughts?
It's concerning.
Yeah.
Though you're a very charitable man in a lot of your endeavors.
What's more concerning, that you work for this or that it's incorrect?
Two very concerning things. Who am I to say that? Who am I to judge something?
Am I wrong? I'm seeing discrepancies in this. I mean, Gatorade Player of the Year. I respect that. 2005.
You know, if you, wow,
Say the
really?
main. I mean, like,
Wow.
there's six
Good
girls.
for you.
Six girls in that.
The
state.
female
That's-
Cooper flag.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. That's true. Do you want to apologize, Katie? Or?
Yeah, that's a miss.
Cooper flag girl.
But then I own it. I own
That's true. I'll give you that. But boy, that's double troubling. You like that one? All right. Hello. Hey, Harry. What's up, buddy?
I have a question for the wrestling expert on the show today.
Sure. Brandon Walker.
It could be you.
Well, you're the former podcast host for wrestling. Current?
We'll see.
I told you what you should do with that.
It's always nebulous.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes, you
What'd
should
you tell me?
do like 6 times a year or something.
I'm going. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I got some guys coming in. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Sorry.
From your experience on the show, I was wondering which tastes worse, Tony Khan's asshole or those tequila high noons?
Look, that's. I don't think that's necessary. We don't have to.
I can't even answer that.
I'm already on to the next call. I have no. I want to walk out of the studio.
Where do you rank that moment in your career so far?
That was a big fuck up.
Yeah.
That was a huge fuck up. But I was. I did the hit.
I think you were trying to be funny.
I did
right?
the hit. There was a person beside me, and I was trying to be funny to them.
Yes, we've all been there.
And I was trying to say something stupid and irreverent, but I didn't think I thought it was not a hot mic. I was off, and I just said something stupid. I was trying to be stupid and funny. And
what's a lesson to learn? I learned this in radio day one.
The mic is always hot.
There you go.
Always.
Susan Waldman didn't know that the other day. Did you see that?
They said the Yankees stink or something. Did they win last night or lose?
That's just like.
What's that? The mic's always on.
She said the Yankees stink. That's just
which is boring or something.
Boring.
Yeah.
They won last night.
AEW, I just can't. Harry and I it's just never happened for us. It's just too. Like I see, like stay. It just feels
It's a
like
little.
It feels mishmash. Like
It's a little goofier. It's a little.
just busy.
It's a little lower rent, but
Yeah.
it's a good alternative.
Are you going to London for that? Are you taking the?
No, I'm not going. I don't have a passport.
You don't have a passport.
I've never
left the country?
I've been to the Bahamas back when you could go without a passport.
Is this a statement of some kind?
No, I just never. Well, first of all, I didn't have the means
funds
until
as a
like
child.
40 years old.
Right.
And now when I got the means, I've got 4 kids. So
You're not far from Canada, though.
I'm not far from Canada.
Yeah, you could go over there.
I don't want to go to Canada. I don't want the first country I visit to be Canada.
It's not bad though. There's nice parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia, maybe Japan. Something.
You could fly
like
that long on a plane? I couldn't.
Never.
No way.
I don't know.
It's like 20 hours.
I don't know.
Do you like where you're living? You like your home? Looks nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I got a lake. It's beautiful. So
Okay, if I get knocked out early in this thing, I'll stay with you for those couple nights.
yeah, you can come up. You can come up.
Hello.
Am I on them?
I think you are. Hello.
All right, great. Sorry, first time caller. Jeff D. Lowe, you're awesome. Love the dozen. Great job with that.
Thank you.
Did I hear correctly, Kirk, that you are going to defend your title? Because I hadn't heard you came out of retirement.
No, I'm defending my title. No one's ever. I was going to retire, but then
His teammate took his retirement bet.
Well, once I won, I realized nobody's won the title. No one's repeated. That's the greatest challenge in sports.
Yeah, it's true.
To repeat as champ. No one's done it, so we're going to try and do it.
It can't be over.
Shit, well,
It can't be overstated.
I had a
that
question
he needs to
for
shut the-
Brandon.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no,
I was going to ask, how much did you pay Kirk to retire so you had a chance at a title and an MVP? But I guess that.
No, that was a hilarious joke, and it was definitely worth the call. Listen, it can't be overstated that Kirk, and this is the absolute God's honest truth. You would not have won that title without me.
What do you mean? Oh, that is definitely true.
That is
definitely true.
If
I put you in such a pretzel.
If I hadn't given you that answer, you lose that game.
No question. I said that.
That's a 2-point swing in a game that went to overtime.
Yeah. I remember going in and seeing you in the old that yak room that you were going to do the show, and you were literally a puddle.
I was miserable. Yeah.
I think you guys would have won. The Frankettes were playing well.
That's a 2-point swing.
It went to overtime.
No, I'm saying I'm not I don't think it means that you would have won the title because the Frankettes I think definitely could have won.
But we would have been out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. No question. Thank you.
And I still don't know a world where you couldn't know Sugar Ray every morning.
I don't know. That's a
90s song. That's from 1998.
89 ends for me. It ends.
Nothing from 91.
Oh, Springsteen from the like stuff like Petty's. But
Bosco almost had the biggest fuck up of that entire match. People don't. Other fans don't talk about that enough because you guys end up winning.
What did he whiff on? How did he not know that? He's the age for that.
I don't know how either of you didn't know.
Reese's fast break.
Oh, that's
Quiggs was like, I think it's fast break. He's like, no.
So nobody's more confident about knowing something they don't than Rico. But I know you well enough to know that you would not allow yourself. You wouldn't.
That's not a secret.
Yeah, it was just like, well, he won't be able to help himself.
That's not a secret. Yeah,
he wouldn't be able to help himself.
By the way, you were very forgiving yesterday of Chris Klemmer. because the fact that he like faked answered that yesterday of saying he didn't think you would mind that he gave the answer is fucking absurd. He knew that.
It's a lie.
It's
I know.
absurd.
Yeah, it's a lie. He's a fucking liar. You do, cocksucker.
I like him.
So do I. No problem.
I like him a lot.
Good guy. Oh.
Hey guys, Kirk, great job last night. You stole the show yet again.
Yeah. Thank you. Good.
Brandon, I had a question for Brandon, if that's okay.
You sure? He's here.
Yeah, Brandon, first time, long time, big fan. How many of your colleagues have jerked off to your sister?
What do you say? How many of who? How many of my colleagues have jerked off?
Yes.
I have no idea. I guess that's a question for my colleagues.
I polled them recently. So
I don't think I don't think it's zero. Unfortunately,
you don't think so? You had to guess who.
I don't think it's zero. I don't know. I just listen. It's just it is what it is. It is what it is. You know,
you unleash the phone calls. This is just.
She leads her life. I lead my life. You know.
Is she happy working at Barstool?
I think so. I told her I'm not going to get involved in her career past getting her that internship.
You don't want her
3 years
dating
ago.
anybody at the company though. I don't want you to be that guy, but you don't need.
She can do whatever she wants.
You won't dating one of these.
That would get you a little bit though.
Depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Who would be the worst case scenario?
I mean, listen, there's a lot of worst case scenarios.
That's actually a really good draft.
There's a lot of worst case scenarios in that building.
Like somebody that we like, who would be the worst case scenario? We'd be like, I like the guy, but Jesus Christ.
I don't think I could handle Nick Turaney doing it because the jokes he would have about her,
you don't want that in your life.
about my sister would be rough. Yeah, and he's one of my favorites. Tommy Smokes, that would be embarrassing to have Tommy Smokes be the one to plow your sister,
or it'd be your brother-in-law or something.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be good.
Tommy is your brother-in-law. Would be the wildest.
I just can't form that in my mind enough to.
Mincy, somebody said this last night. Mincy looked like Trump. He had like the suit on, his hair was up, and he's like orange. He was just kind of
froze in the carpet. He had one of those moments.
I saw that.
I ain't having sex with him like laying on a beanbag,
right? All right. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's the story with the bridge guy that Tim and Kent was talking about the other day?
The bridge guy?
Probably me with the guy who was trying to shake me down on the bridge, maybe? Or no?
Oh, it's not a bridge, but yeah.
Well, it was a bridge one day.
The thing right there?
That's what the guy was alluding to.
Yes, yeah. That's the story, yeah. I'll tell you what, I have Tim McCann's one of our...
Hey, Dave just...
Bye. Okay, go away. Tim McCann's like a legendary caller, a big part of the show.
Yeah.
Given his attitude toward Clemmer yesterday... it wasn't Clemmer. It was Mayo the other day. And the thing in the car that time, I think he's probably like tough on his kids.
Oh, wow.
I see like a hard ass, like that hard ass thing.
Was he treating Clemmer like his kid?
Not Clemmer, it was your guy Mayo. But he gets very angry. And I'm like,
I don't think
like
so.
not doing. I'm not saying he beats him, but like not doing your homework, like angry. I think he's the bad cop.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just this show brings that out in him.
I don't know. He's a great guy. I'm sure he's a great dad, but it made me think of my dad getting mad at me.
Yeah.
How many free throws did you shoot today, Kirk? 100. No, you didn't. Go shoot 100 free throws. It's raining out. Go do it.
That was the rule. 100 free throws. I like that rule. That's a good rule.
92%.
I might have to use that rule.
Yeah. I would beat you in a free throw shooting contest. No question, Katie. I could tell you we're not a great free throw shooter. No, right? No, I could tell.
I did 1,000 shots, but it was low post moves. No, not enough free throws.
Yeah.
I just feel like that should come back because kids are just like forced, like they're just
forced
video
labor
games.
for kids should be
No, but
coming
they're just playing video games now. They're just on the internet. Like,
it's over.
Fucking get them outside.
Brandon knows. We have no chance. They none. My kids. Harry mocks me.
It's Roblox's world, okay? And we're just trying to live in it.
Tommy and Harry. How old is he?
Tommy's just turned 13.
No, Harry's 11.
I have an 11-year-old too.
Okay.
I have one that just turned 11.
Yeah. Harry loves Roblox.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
And
YouTube, Mr. Beast, all that shit.
Yeah. And like these, I'm old, but like he'll show me these clips that are like totally unfunny and insane.
Yeah.
And they're crying. He and his friends are crying,
And
laughing.
they watch YouTube videos of guys playing
the games.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's like, you have that game.
Right. It's some guy who's like, oh, I'm going left here.
And then you start yelling.
Yeah, they're wacky. And you look at it, it's like 48 million views.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Would I have done that with like Frogger? I probably would have watched somebody. Of course, I'm watching.
Every now and then.
We can do that with Frogger now.
I'm watching Trent play golf.
Every now and then, like when I'm working.
Yeah.
Watch you guys play games like that?
Like off to the side. It's more like mindless noise. And back when like Ninja was very popular when that was like coming up.
I don't know. I feel old. I'm old. Well, I am old. Hello.
Yeah, you're very
Is
old.
Peter King going to call in?
We haven't heard from Peter King in a while. Like, hello.
My favorite caller.
So I don't know if you guys...
One second, buddy. One second. When I used to filling on before I was on the mornings. I used to fill in the midday show once in a while.
Yeah.
DEI, and Peter King was a weekly guest on that show.
Sure.
So he'd be on at noon with Mutt, who's on with me now. Come in here once in a while. So we had a deal. We'd get lunch before that downstairs at the cafeteria, and the deal was one of us would ask the question, and the other person who didn't ask the question can have their lunch. Because the person who asked the question, Peter King's answer would be so long. Literally would be 7. And then when I had my own morning show, we played the clip next day. We did the Peter King challenge.
Yeah.
Where we played, you remember this day? Right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
We did a Peter King answer to a question. I ran from the office across the street to the gym. I think I lifted, I was lifted and then ran back upstairs and got back before. It was like a 9-minute answer to the question. Is he still doing that stuff?
He's definitely still doing radio hits of some sort, but didn't he move? I forget.
Oh, I don't even know. He's a very nice guy, by
Yeah.
the way. Like, he was always a good sport because he blew the Ray Rice thing and something else. And, like, we gave him shit and he was totally fine with it.
The earlier caller was digging around at me at the Tony Khan interviews I've had, but the longest interview or the longest answer he ever gave me was 16 minutes.
Uninterrupted?
Hey, yeah, the first question, and I started the interview I think at like 10:30, and I asked the second question at 10:46.
You admire guys like that who made their own money, like Tony Khan?
I admire anybody who uses their money to fund professional wrestling because I enjoy it.
They're losing the war, though, right? Or
I don't
it's not
think it's a
even
war.
it's
I
not
think you
even a war.
can. I think you can win. There's room to be second place. Number one is so
Doesn't
far.
feel that way though. It doesn't. Like,
But, it's not, but I agree. It's not like it used to be where it's like
No.
The ratings don't matter.
This Sunday, they are in
90,000
Wembley Stadium.
people,
It's the
yeah.
biggest crowd in the history of professional wrestling.
That's like the one, and now they're like really using.
But here's
that
the thing,
to
though.
push back against.
But here's the thing, though. If they went to Wembley Stadium 3 months from now, they wouldn't sell 12,000.
Maybe, but they are holding.
I agree. I
They've
agree.
got the biggest crowd in the history of wrestling. Like that's
For now,
probably a success.
Because they're going to go there. WWE's going to go there and whatever, right?
Don't you think it's still a
Totally.
a thing?
Totally.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it doesn't like.
You can,
And also, it's like the TV. They're not going like head to head on Monday nights.
you can be
TV
the
doesn't
second
matter.
place company and make millions.
You can be Burger King or
Yeah.
Pepsi. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
That's the best wrestling pay per view of all time. 1992 Wembley, right?
SummerSlam? That was not the best of all time, but it was very good.
Bret Hart and British
very-
Bulldog.
WrestleMania X7 2001 is the greatest of all time. Rock and Austin on top.
I was at WrestleMania 14 at the Garden.
Were
My
you?
brother? We were
that
there.
was when Austin beat Shawn.
Michaels. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. The great, and we should pause for a moment. The great Terry Funk passed away yesterday.
He did.
One of my favorite wrestlers ever, and actors.
Really?
Over the top.
Oh, Roadhouse.
And Roadhouse. Over the top, a Stallone movie too. Yeah, died. He was like
79.
79 years old.
I broke that news to Jared Carabas last night.
How he handled it?
He didn't do well.
No.
Yep.
Loser hanging out there.
Not a good look that you had to break the news to him. I mean, that news came out like 3 hours before we.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it was old news. I was
What a
shocked.
morbid
you
thing
didn't
just
know
to
at
be
that
the
point.
one producer hanging around breaking death news.
Yeah, Terry Funk
Oh,
died.
it was awful.
Wrestlers' deaths.
Hello, one or two more. We got to tape this at noon.
I think whenever you want to.
All right.
I got to get out of here. I got a flight.
You get time, right?
I don't know.
There's like 3:30.
I got to eat too.
We want to get somebody after. There's a place right there.
I'll move it along. I'll move it along.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about that.
We'll mail it in. Don't worry. Hello.
So, Kirk, on the second day of Mutt and Callahan, they tried doing the Peter King challenge with
that.
Mutt, and they didn't get it. They picked like a minute and a half.
It was also just sad they tried it.
Mutt
That was
running.
like that's. I mean, that was that terrible instincts, Dave. Thanks for
That's
the call.
horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. I just wanted to call in because I find it kind of ironic that Brandon forgave his dad for abusing him, and now he blocks any Twitter account just for having Minahan in the name.
That's true. Good point.
I'm not sure.
I think that's actually a fair
Those
point.
two are linked.
Yeah,
see-
that's
I
think that's a
don't
fair
know.
point.
I don't really see a strong connection there.
I see. There's a connective tissue for sure. I see it. Yep. Good point, caller. Note that one, Dave. That might be caller of the day. Hello. You ever
Hey,
are you still a big blocker or no?
Blocker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it, and I think, Twitter is a cesspool anyway.
It is brutal.
And I just don't. I'm just not going to read that shit.
Yeah,
I'm just not
think
gonna
that's a
read
good
it.
attitude because
Yeah.
there are people who go after me all the time. A couple of these people in particular.
I'm just not going to read that
I
shit.
don't know why I don't block them. Like these
And for people to say it's soft, I think it's the opposite of soft. Like I wouldn't let you walk up to me in real life and say anything that crazy. So why would I do it online? Like I just don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, last call if it's any good. Hello. I won't take too many of that.
Hey, Kirk. It's BP.
I don't know who that is.
It's BP.
Oh, BP.
What's up, BP?
Oh, it's
Brant Packer. You don't remember me?
Brant Packer. What is that?
Oh, corn fed.
together with
Oh, he's the director of the Corn Ferry on TV that I hated.
With the birthday.
Billy Packer's son.
Yeah.
Did the Corn Ferry thing, and he was very old school. He was confused by
Your
the whole
callers
process.
fucking suck.
It's not a great day today.
They're terrible.
Well, there's questions about your family. They're interested in your dad, your sister. I think that's reasonable questions.
So
what do you think they were going to be?
The question is about my dad beating me, and then my sister getting fucked by a coworker.
Correct.
Okay.
I think it was masturbation to start. And then
Why are you
evolved.
saying
I don't know why
That's
you went
interesting.
there.
You go that way.
Oh, I think we evolved the conversation.
We
there.
did. That's what a good caller does. Gets the ball rolling. Then you go from there.
All right. What Brant Packer have to say?
Did you hang up on him? No. Oh, Brant, what do you want?
Well, first, I mean, what a powder keg of a night last night, huh, boys?
No.
It's fine, Bill. Brant.
No. Yeah. Okay. Hey, so I'm doing some post-production on the broadcast from last night and wondering if it's okay with you, Kirk, if I ask Jeff, Brandon, and Dave some questions here.
That's fine by me.
All right, awesome. So, Jeff, welcome. It's known by many that you're, obviously a very well-endowed man.
That's true.
I'm wondering, does your sister ever get stretch marks from you face fucking
I mean,
her?
this is what I'm saying. That I don't think that's Brant Packer. I don't think. The callers are insane today. I think we're good, Brant. Jesus Christ. You want to deny that for the record or no?
Yeah, I'm going to
good.
deny
Well, good.
that.
I think it's important.
There were so many funny ways to do that, and just found a not funny. It was like
we dive right in. There's a place for subtlety.
There's also there's a slow burn on that joke.
Yeah, there's a place for subtlety. You can't be the guy who calls after the
Also,
call,
the by the way, the powder keg thing, that was like a dig at that was the vibe was really bad the last few days.
I felt that was overblown.
You thought so? I didn't
think Dave was going to fire people. I just didn't.
No,
maybe.
I didn't. But when people were walking, I was sitting in the hotel lobby yesterday working in the morning, and it was like people were arriving for a funeral. There was a bad vibe.
I didn't think he was. I saw Dave right away. He was like, I don't know why people think that. But all right, last call. Can we have a good call, please? Like a classy call. Jesus.
Hey, sir.
Hello.
We're just funny.
I have one question for Brandon, real quick.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the reality is, Brandon. You've earned this day.
I understand.
You've earned this day.
I got it.
It's been years of this. Go ahead.
So, Brandon, when they put the sporkle on the TV for y'all on the Yak, does it seem like incredibly hard technology to get that on there? Because I'm trying to figure out why Dave and the guys in the booth can't get the Daily Dozen celebrity mashup graphic or the Immaculate Grid whenever Kirk wants to do it. On the TV.
Yeah, that's a great question.
It looks like this person and this person.
Well, TJ is our producer on the Yak, and he is a very, very good producer, but that probably is one of the easiest things that he does.
Absolutely.
All he has to do,
would probably agree with that.
He would just have to pull it up. It's on the screen, and Kirk could do it very, very easily. It wouldn't take very much.
I can't do it.
But it wouldn't take much skill from a producer to do it.
Right, a producer should be able to do it.
All you really need is effort.
We would have to rework our entire studio.
All you really need is effort.
No, we would.
When you say
hold on.
When you say you'd have to rework the entire studio, you'd have to run an HDMI cord.
No, we'd have to.
You have to drill one hole, Kirk.
No, because we don't even output audio from our video.
I don't know how to do any of that. So I know AMC. What is it? AMSR? I know that.
HDMI
Well, that's
cord.
what I would bring as producer.
What?
Oh, this guy wants to be a producer.
That's not bad.
Okay. What's your history? What's your history?
So I have a degree in poultry science from Texas A&M.
I like him.
I worked as
Poultry
a breeder
science.
service technician.
That mean you just study like chickens fucking or what?
Brandon went to the second. He went to the second biggest poultry science program in the United States.
Is that true?
You can be very successful and be number 2.
What is
all my friends are Aggies, so I'm already on this guy's side.
Exactly what I think it is?
It's a lot of things.
I'm an Aggie.
Okay. But what's your production history? I mean, like chickens? I don't get it.
Produces eggs.
Kirk, I don't mean to sound naive here, but
I'm sure you will.
I've seen the talent you're bringing in to produce. It doesn't seem like it's that hard to figure out.
I'm trying to raise the bar. Not stay at the bar.
Tell me what kind of software you're working with, and I'll figure it out.
I have no idea. No idea. None. Do you know that stuff?
All right, we'll have Dave DM.
No.
All right, I'll Dave DM you. Goodbye. Got it.
We don't know his
We're
name.
giving calls. What's that?
We didn't know his name. How's he going to DM?
He's not
him?
going to get the job, Brandon.
Well, we don't have to lie to him about getting the DM.
Hey, gig him to him.
I
Good.
know you want me to say. All right, boys. Well, thank you for coming in. And you want to promote? What do you got? When's it start?
September 12th, mostly sports, every day at either. I can't say the time yet. I don't know. But every day, September 12th.
I can't say the time yet.
We haven't really figured it out. There's some moving parts.
How long is it going to be?
There's some about an hour.
It's going to start at 12:30 to 1:30. So it's going to cover up both shows.
I'm going to do it during the Yak.
You should do that. You should do that. All right. Okay.
This was delightful. This is my first time here.
Yeah, you knew it would be. Jeff, as always. See, well, we got the rundown now. And you got anything you have to promote or no?
I'm excited. Surviving Barstool is going to be great. Dozen playing tournaments in October. Regular season starts in November, and we do have the Daily Dozen was one of 2 big surprises we had. We have something else coming. So
yes,
which I know people are like really mad at Barstool for like everything's secretive, but I think that we sometimes over promote things.
Yeah,
and we hype up the release. So I was like, well, we're gonna when this thing's good to go, we're just gonna drop it and you'll enjoy it. So
any idea when that might be?
Very, very, very soon in the next week and a half. You guys both know what it is, so that's all I'll say.
Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. Dave, anything on your end?
Nope, all good. You're on the rundown. What's that come out, 6 p.m.?
Yeah, if you liked what we said here, we're saying that probably less color. Probably basically what it comes down to.
It's 6. Katie, thank you.
Great job, Katie.
Anything else you want to say, Katie? Your final pitch?
Well, I have a podcast as well. I can pitch that if you guys want to listen to me.
That's not a good. Katie, that's not a good.
We're promoting. What's your podcast?
Abort mission.
Yeah, abort is right. What's the what's the podcast?
The one with the millennials. It's definitely not your audience.
What the hell is that? That sounds awful. What is it?
We need to revisit that title.
Yeah.
You pushed this one on Brandon. You're a fan. What is it? The one with the millennials? Is it available everywhere?
It is. It's with my best friend from high school, and it's a lot of mom and girl talk, and and a lot about baby boomers and Gen Zers and why we're all friggin' confused.
You're the only one who's ever had a kid.
I might have to take back my endorsement of her.
Are you even allowed to? Like, would you hiring her? Would that be a support of Surviving Golf? Would then you and Riggs have to sever your ties?
That's a good question. I didn't think of that. Maybe bring him into the
conflict of interest there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even these titles, I'm like, what though? Your canon event Scott ratio? What the fuck is going on? I don't know what this is.
Good cover art. I like that picture.
Are you the one on the left there, Katie?
I am.
With the hat on?
She looks like
second grade.
Huh? What'd you say?
You know what she looks like. Why are you asking what she is?
It's a kid.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
The other one looks almost deformed.
She was Miss Maine USA.
Really?
Miss Mangled USA?
Maybe bring her in.
Was she really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Wait. There's 6 girls in Maine.
Gatorade Player of the Year, and then missed. Like they won like the 2 awards.
She got off to a slow start. She rallied.
She's stunning.
I'm sure she's wonderful. So yeah, go listen to what is it?
The one with the millennials.
And Surviving Golf.
Yep.
Oh, it's like a Friends episode thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
Am I the last one to that?
No, you're the first.
I've never seen an episode of
Friends.
Really?
Never seen an episode of Friends.
That's disturbing.
Never. Well, I'll come on with you.
That is
Perfect.
weird.
You can be our first guest.
But that's become now a thing where I can't now watch.
You didn't accidentally stumble upon
seen
it on
moments.
When it was hot in '94, you didn't watch it. I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons.
It felt like
and
a
fell off.
Seinfeld, like low. Like Seinfeld always said, it's like,
But it wasn't
the worst
anything-
version of us with better looking.
But it
people.
wasn't anything like Seinfeld.
It kind of was though. A bunch of people hanging. It's sort of. I mean, it kind of was.
It was nothing like Seinfeld.
I don't really like any of the people on the show.
That's fair.
As actors, I don't like any of them. Like I'm not fans of anybody.
Are you a big Seinfeld guy?
Not as much as I used to be.
I'm not a big Seinfeld
I'm fine with
guy
it. Like
either.
it's okay.
Yeah, I recognize the cultural impact and how good it is.
Yeah.
Some episodes are, but
I can watch it and laugh, but I never watch it.
yeah, I don't either.
No, I'm sure Friends a fine show.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we wish them well. Dave, book David Schwimmer.
Oh, it's a lot.
How are we doing with Chris Cross?
You think Marcel the monkey's still alive? Almost certainly not.
Probably
Has
you
to be
can't.
Has to be.
Cannot be
How
allowed.
are we doing with Christopher Cross?
No response on the last 2 emails, but we'll keep working it.
All right, fine. All right. So Sunday night,
Sunday night.
who's producing?
Tommy Quinlan.
Tommy Quinlan with Mike.
Yeah, which I think could
Mike
be a
was
good
nominated
fit.
for 2 awards last night.
He was.
He was.
Yeah.
It was too early. I think the first 2.
Yep.
It went 0 for 2.
80% of the nominees were not in attendance.
I would say that's about right. That's about right. All right. We'll talk to you Sunday night. Thanks, boys. Goodbye.